still. Hot dogs and a cold chill. We go wild just for the thrill. Cheerleaders doing their dance. Crowd in a football trance. Friends and beers in every hand. Living life like we planned. Let's step and go. We won't slow down in this wild football show. Let's step and go. We'll make some noise in this big crowd we know.
Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Welcome one and all to this Saturday afternoon live stream, an AFC Showdown, the first game of the wild card weekend happening right here, right now. Kickoff scheduled for 4:30 p.m. Eastern time, and a big shout out to you guys, Back 29. I see you out there, old school, saying howdy, Rayzilla. Good to have you in the house, bro. Let's go. What up, Rayzilla? Good to have you in here. Rhonda, hello. Robert, Wes, what's going on, Wes? Ricky Atkins in the house. Robert B. in the house. David Bowers in the house. Supreme Science, long time no see, my good friend. Good to have you in here. Kelly's checking in as well. Nice, guys. We got some people in here. Zach in the house. We got Kelly in the house. Sweet. What's up, Todd? What's up, Disc Golf? What's up, Alpha? What's up, Fernando? What's up, Pringle? What's up, everybody? Okay, guys. So, we've got a showdown. And 70% of you guys already, before this game is even started, are going to go ahead and take the LA Chargers for the win today. Now, I personally think that's not too outlandish. I legitimately think that that could very well happen. I do think that the LA Chargers have the upper leg here, not just offensively on that side because they've got the healthier offense here. The Houston Texans are getting healthy. They are getting some pieces back, but something just tells me that the Chargers really want this more. Now, D'Amico Ryans had some success last season. CJ Stroud had some success last season, but now there is tape on both of those guys. There's tape on CJ Stroud. There's tape on the Texans offense, and it's been pretty easy for defenses to scheme against the Texans this year. Houston Texans finished the regular season with a record of 10-7. The LA Chargers finished their regular season here with a record of 11-6. Although the Chargers do have a better record than the Houston Texans do, the Houston Texans will be at home today because they won their division. So division leaders always get to play at home. AFC South in the Houston Texans, AFC West in the LA Chargers. We've got a good matchup here today. All right, guys, Texans all the way. Texans win by 10, 28 Texans, Chargers 18. I see that coming out there, Mr. Diamond Art. Diamond Art. Love it. Micah Kimbrough checking into the house right now. Let's go. All right, guys, let's take a quick look then and break down these two teams. It's kind of hot in the house today. That's okay. It's going to be hot in the house. The pressure cooker is on. AFC wildcard round, guys. And these are the two teams that are going at it today. Let's start by taking a look at the Chargers stats, and some of these might be surprising to y'all, especially on the defensive side of the football. Let's start with the positives here. Defensively, guys, this LA Chargers team gives up the least points in all of football. In NFL world, guys, first in the NFL, giving up less than 18 points per game. 17.7 points per game, that's good for first in the league. When it comes to third down efficiency, this team is also a top 5 team against opposing offenses, giving up a success rate of just 35% on third downs. That's good for 5th in the NFL. Red zone efficiency for this Chargers defense, guys. This Chargers defense, first in the NFL, 45% success rate to opposing offenses. That's more often than not, the defense will win inside of the red zone. That's pretty good numbers. That's less than 50-50 shot when opposing teams get inside the red zone against this Chargers defense. Pretty good numbers. What's going on, Crystal Padilla? Welcome. Let's go. Good to have you in the house, Crystal. Christmas song in the house saying, yo, it's my birthday. Please shout me out. Happy birthday to you, Christmas. What is up to the Football Nation family? Brent Loy, I'm glad to have you in here. Lucinda, I see your name in the chat as well. Q, Mr. Janus, love the name. Not going to read it out loud, but I appreciate you checking in. What's going on, guys? We are early in the program. We are just now getting started, and we are talking about how good this Chargers defense has been. Now, the Houston Texans offense has been struggling as of late, guys, so keep that in mind. This defense finding its momentum as we enter the playoffs. The Houston Texans starting to waver just a little bit. Anyways, defensively, they are a top 12 team when it comes to yards allowed per game, giving up 324 yards per game, and yards per play just outside of the top 12 at 5.3 yards per play defensively. So that's the defense. But how about the offense here? Now, this season, Justin Herbert has not been asked to do much. Jim Harbaugh, the head coach, said, you know what, we're going to turn around and hand the football off a lot. We've got J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards in our backfield. Let's try to make the best of a good situation here. We're going to play old school football. We're going to play it traditionally, and when it's your time to shine, Justin Herbert, I'm going to count on you to make the big throws. But no, it's not going to be on you to throw the football 45 times a game and try to force feed your wide receivers. No, we're not going to play that game. We're going to play our style of football. This is the new style of football here in LA's Chargers locker room. Jim Harbaugh revamping the entire team. They look very different. Now, even though Justin Herbert hasn't been the focal point of this offense is still putting up 23.6 points per game, which is good for 11th in all of the NFL. They slip down to 20th when it comes to yards per game. They slip down to 15th when it comes to yards per play. But on third down efficiency, this team is really good. They're 11th, top 12 team right here, 40% success rate on third downs. That keeps the drive alive, guys. 40% of the times when they're facing a third down situation, they do convert those third downs and they pick up a fresh new set of downs. I'm going to see today how many first downs they pick up on these third down situations for the LA Chargers against DeMeco Ryans' defense for the Houston Texans. That defense is nothing to scoff at, guys. Now, red zone efficiency, 18th in the NFL, 56% success rate inside the red zone. And coming into this game, this team as a whole ranks 9th in all of football, in the NFL, I should say. So this, guys, I'm going to step out of the way really quick, let y'all take one quick final glance at this. Are you taking your mental snapshots? Are we seeing this offensively on one side? We've got light green and yellow. We've got a lot more dark green on the defensive side of the football. Some success there defensively. While this is fresh on our memories here, let's take a look at the home team and break down their numbers. So offensively, they do not look as healthy as the LA Chargers. Although they do have some pretty good spots here defensively, they also slip in very crucial situations, which is why I'm giving the edge today to the LA Chargers. But let's take a look at this and break this down nevertheless. So the Houston Texans are putting up just about 22 points per game. That's good for 19th in the NFL. They are putting up 319 yards per game. That's good for 22nd and averaging 5.1 yards per carry or 5.1 yards per play, whether that's on the ground or through the air. That ranks 21st in the NFL. None of these numbers offensively, guys, scream to me playoff contention. None of these numbers to me scream deep playoff run. I think this will be where the season ends for the Houston Texans, unfortunately. I would love to see the Houston Texans have some success. I like the Houston Texans. Actually, my buddy Nick is going down to NRG Stadium today to go watch this game. So he is watching this game live at the stadium. But I myself will be here. We are about 2.5 hours, maybe 3 hours away from Houston here in San Antonio. Simple drive. Could have gone to this game, but instead I'm here for you beautiful people to make sure that we are covering this one live on Football Nation. They are hyped up. They are fired up. Little kid holding a sign saying this is my first playoff game ever. Good for you, kid. We're about 23 minutes away from kickoff, and we're still breaking down the starting lineups and the starting rosters. We're still having people trickle in right now. Looks like William in the house. What's going on, William? I see Sharon in the house, Christopher in the house, Angela checking in right now, Lawrence and Robert, and Dang. What's going on, Dang? We got Tailgate checking in as well, and the Seahawks fan saying, I'm here. What's up, Seahawks fan? William Z saying, go Texans, make Texas great again. Kenneth Lash and Manushka checking in as well. Shout out to y'all. Malachi in the house. ZM in the house. Manuel Torres in the house. All right, guys, let's break this down once again. So we saw the numbers earlier. And the Chargers coming into this game ranked 9th by the NFL Network. In this game, the Houston Texans ranked 14th. That is the very last spot in all of these top 14 teams for the playoffs. And I will show you guys the playoff picture here. They are at the bottom of the table when it comes to red zone efficiency, both offensively and defensively, and that is concerning. guys. That is a big issue here for the Houston Texans. When they get inside the red zone, they cannot finish off drives. And defensively, when they allow teams inside the red zone, they give up a touchdown on 63% of their red zone defensive drives. Now, defensively, this team is better. We know that DeMeco Ryans did used to play football here for the Houston Texans. Believe it or not, guys, and this will maybe come up during today's trivia quiz, did y'all know that DeMeco Ryans is not only the head coach for the Houston Texans right now, but he holds the Houston Texans record for the most tackles, career tackles, solo tackles by any player in franchise history? Head coach right now, DeMeco Ryans of the Houston Texans, a great defensive player, a great defensive mind when he was a defensive coordinator there for the San Francisco 49ers. Now he's the head coach for the Houston Texans. Last season in their rookie year as head coach, CJ Stroud and DeMeco Ryans were able to get to the divisional round of the playoffs before they lost. But still, they upset the Cleveland Browns. They had some success defensively. They made some huge stops. They've beefed up their defense this season as well. And as a result of that, this team is 6th in yards per game allowed, 4th in yards per play allowed, and 7th when it comes to third down efficiency defensively. Pretty good numbers there, but still just not as good as the LA Chargers have been. LA Chargers are 1st in points per game allowed. Meanwhile, this defense gives up almost 22 points per game, giving up exactly as many points as they put up. You can see those numbers here, but offensively that ranks for 19th and defensively that ranks for 14th. Anyways, let's go back to the away team. Let's take a quick look here at the LA Chargers on a more granular level. Let's go through these starting offenses and talk some football like you guys like to do. Great to have y'all in here. Thanks, y'all. Thank you guys for watching this one. Let's refresh the page, see who's still available. Looks like a couple of players will be listed as out for today, one of them being Joshua Palmer, the wide receiver. Instead, we will have DJ Chark. And coming into this game listed as questionable was the right guard, Trey Pipkins. He's actually been ruled as out for today's contest, so instead of Trey Pipkins, we will see Jamari Salyer. Not what we're going to focus on during this pregame here. So, what we are going to focus on during this pregame is Justin Herbert and the pass game and, of course, the run game here as well. And we'll pay a little extra attention to the Chargers defense to go with this as well. All right, guys, let's take a quick look here. Justin Herbert, 3,870 yards, guys. 3,870 passing yards this season for Justin Herbert. That is top 10 in the NFL. So Justin Herbert, despite the fact that he has not been throwing the football a lot, he has been having some success through the air. Just shy of 4,000 passing yards this season. He does have 23 passing touchdowns and just 3 interceptions on the year. That is fewest out of all the starting quarterbacks in the league. A good season for him so far. They are coming off of a 3-game win streak coming into this game, having gotten wins off over the Denver Broncos, the New England Patriots, and the Las Vegas Raiders. So they've got some confidence for sure. John A., I will be doing both games today, so stick around. Be sure to hang out. I will be covering the Steelers and the Ravens as well. Crystal Padilla, I'll be here all day for you. Don't you worry. If you're going to check out, I'll be here anyways. Okay, so Justin Herbert, guys, last week against the Raiders, 346 passing yards, 2 passing touchdowns. The week before that against New England, 3 passing touchdowns and 280 passing yards. The week before that against the Denver Broncos, another 2 passing touchdowns and another 280 passing yards. So it's been pretty good. Although they did lose to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Kansas City Chiefs as the 2 losses in that 5-game spread, it hasn't been too bad for Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers. How about the fact that the Chargers are getting J.K. Dobbins back? That's right, guys. The LA Chargers were without J.K. Dobbins for a few weeks. In his absence, Gus Edwards, the Gus Bus, was able to move the bus forward and pick up 3 wins in J.K. Dobbins' absence. Now, J.K. Dobbins was back last week. He did have a questionable tag last week. He did have 18 carries against the Raiders. But it's nice to have him back. He was questionable coming into this game, so he's good to go. Now, Gus Edwards, guys, Gus Edwards behind him, going to be the RB2. Gus Edwards didn't get much action last week, if any at all, and that's okay. But this running game for the LA Chargers has been really decent. And if we look at it a little closer here, we take a quick look at the running back comparison between the two. On one side, it is mostly just Joe Mixon. Damian Pierce has gotten a couple carries, but you can see that nothing out here in green is really standing out for the running stats for the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, the LA Chargers, again, they've been so focused on playing good, solid defense, playing average football, just staying consistent. Nothing is spiking on any one side, but they have been middle of the pack in just about every category. So rushing yards per game, the Chargers running offense here picks up about 110 rushing yards per game. That's good for 17th in the NFL. Meanwhile, the Houston Texans, they rank 18th. So right next to each other, just 2 yards difference, guys, in rushing yards per game. When it comes to total rushing touchdowns per game, you can see that down here at the bottom, 0.1 difference, basically the exact same running game, packaged in different colors and in a different scheme. Very interesting to look at right there when we break those down. Hugh saying, I just subscribed today, classy production. Appreciate you, Hugh. Appreciate you being here, my friend. We've got our boy checking in right now, the Dusty Attic saying hello. What's going on, Dusty Attic? We got Amelia Loves Glitter saying love the Texans. They'll always be a cast iron squad. The Chargers are too fast and always. I see you, Amelia. Thanks for checking into the conversation. It would be a godsend for not only football, but for the good of mankind if in LA Super Bowl could happen, Rams versus Chargers, all LA Super Bowl. That would be wild, and that is actually possible, guys. That is actually possible. Mind you, keep this in mind, guys. Houston Texans have never been to a Super Bowl ever. This team has never won a Super Bowl. This team has never been to a Super Bowl. On the other side, the LA Chargers have been to one Super Bowl. They did lose their only Super Bowl appearance. That was in 1994 against the, I think it was against the 49ers. I'm pretty sure it was against the 49ers there. So Chargers have only ever been once. Both of these teams hoping, praying that they can get to the Super Bowl and get the first win for their cities. Don't know if that will ever happen, but the journey begins today. One of these teams will be one step closer to hoisting the Lombardi Trophy. Another team will just be going home. So we're looking over here at the offense today for the LA Chargers. We will look at the defense, and we will look at the Houston Texans side of the football as well. Let's talk about the wide receivers today. So wide receiver number 1 today will be Ladd McConkey. Someone's got to be catching these footballs, and Ladd McConkey is that guy. Ladd McConkey, so far this season, emerging as the wide receiver 1 for the LA Chargers in the loss of Austin Eckler after they lost Keenan Allen and Mike Williams. This is the new wide receiver core that we have. Ladd McConkey, wide receiver number 1 for this team. He's got 1,149 receiving yards and 7 receiving touchdowns this season. Wide receiver number 2 is going to be normally we've got Joshua Palmer out here. Today, it is not going to be Joshua Palmer. We will have DJ Chark filling in over there and Quentin Johnston as the slot wide receiver. Will Dissly going to be your starting tight end today for this LA Chargers offense, and the offensive line will be as follows. At left tackle, offensive tackle will be Rashawn Slater. Left guard here, offensive line will be Zion Johnson. At center will be Bradley Bozeman. Trey Pipkins listed as out for today. He was questionable coming into this contest. Instead, it's going to be Jamari Salyer. And then, of course, Joe Alt, the rookie at right tackle. Let's take a quick look over here at the defense for this LA Chargers team. And we're going to run through this one pretty quickly since we're starting to run out of time just a little bit. Dolores Woodard saying, hello, Mario. Just wanted to give you and Christina a shout out on her Green Bay Packers. Go Packers. Thank you, Dolores. Appreciate that. Appreciate you for checking in. How many of you guys are checking in right now for the first time? This is your first time on this channel, or maybe you guys have watched a few times and you weren't sure whether or not you were going to subscribe. Thank you guys for hanging out with me on another beautiful live stream. There's a lot for us to talk about. There's a lot to cover. So let's not hang up on that. Let's go ahead and keep rolling forward. Morgan Fox, the left defensive end today for the Chargers defense. 3-4 defense, 3 defensive linemen, 4 linebackers, hence 3-4. Get it? 3-4 defense? Anyways, here we go. Morgan Fox, left defensive tackle. In a 3-4, you have a nose tackle because you've got someone in the center. So Otito Ogbonia going to be over here on the nose tackle side. Puna Ford, right defensive end. Your 4 linebackers today, you know him, you love him. Joey Bosa as the weak side linebacker. You've got Dayan Henley as your left inside linebacker, right inside linebacker, Denzel Perriman, and of course, Khalil Mack as the strong side linebacker. Guys, these weak side and strong side linebackers might be two of the best in the business. Just putting that out there. How about your corners for today, guys? Cam Hart coming back from injury, although Asante Samuel Jr. is on IR. But Cam Hart back into the lineup, so it won't be Dean Leonard. And we will have Christian Fulton as the other corner. Our two safeties today, Alohi Gilman as the free safety, and then your strong safety is going to be Derwin James Jr. Chargers defense looking pretty good, guys. We're going to step away from this. Once again, this is the defense in a nutshell. First in points per game allowed. Fifth in third down efficiency, so a top 5 team. And first in all of the NFL in red zone efficiency. Do not sleep on this Chargers defense. Let's take a quick look once again over here. This time, let's pivot and look at the Houston Texans starting lineup. We're going to start here. We're going to start here with the offense. How about we look at CJ Stroud? So CJ Stroud, guys, last year, great rookie year for him. This season it hasn't been bad, but it hasn't been great. The touchdowns actually went down, even though he got some pieces back. Stephon Diggs played for a couple of games. Stephon Diggs out all season, of course. Tank Dell having that injury. Tank Dell going to be out for the rest of the year as well. So it's really just the Nico Collins show. And that has affected C.J. Stroud's production this season. Just 20 passing touchdowns on the year. That is good for 15th in the NFL. 3,727 passing yards. That is good for 15th in the NFL. He's also got 12 passing interceptions. So not great numbers. I see Ray Zilla out there with the flex and the $2 super chat. What is going on, Ray Zilla? What is up, Ray Zilla, with the flex out there? He says, for LA, my home, get that W. Mushroom Man is back. Don Delange checking in, saying, great content, Mario. Hell of a job in the Ohio game last night, spending my day with my new best friend, Mario. Love you, bro. Let's go, Don. Let's go, brother. Good to have you in here. All right. We got Don. We've got Gino in the house. We got Cindy in the house. Lots of new names, lots of familiar names like David Bowers and Susan in the house. What's up, guys? Let's effing go. Let's talk about this. Let's keep pushing forward. Robert Metzer, when I say founding member, I mean from my hometown membership, Twin Cities. Nice. Just under 9K. Robert came in before we even had 10,000. Let's go. Love it. Okay, guys, let's get back to this. I'm going to step away from the chat for just a minute, guys. I will get back to the chat frequently throughout today's stream. We're going to have 2 live streams today, guys. So stick around on this channel. If you got to pop in and out, just be sure that you stick around and give me 10 minutes at a time, guys. It definitely helps the algorithm if you guys stick around for a little bit. If we got a lot of people jumping in and out, giving me, it's stupid. I know it's stupid, but just set your timers. Let's hang out for a little bit. Let's see if I can't keep you guys entertained. If I say set your timer for 10 minutes and 2 minutes in, 3 minutes in, you guys are falling asleep and I've bored you to death, I am so sorry. Please, please give me another shot. I hope that doesn't happen. Let's move forward and let's get back on track here. So we were talking about CJ Stroud. Right now, 15th in the NFL when it comes to passing yard, 15th in the NFL when it comes to passing touchdowns, and he's got 12 interceptions on the season. Next to him, the main running back today for the Houston Texans offense will be Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon, 13th in the NFL when it comes to carries, 245 carries this year. He does have over 1,000 rushing yards, which is good for 15th in the league, and 11 rushing touchdowns. Good numbers for Joe Mixon. He's had better, of course, when he was playing with Cincinnati. He was an absolute beast. Taking a slight step back, I think a lot of that has to do with this offensive line. Has not been that great at protecting and getting extra push. But we're going to move forward because we've got about 5 minutes left in this pregame before we get into it. Nico Collins, Robert Woods, and John Mechie going to be your starting wide receivers today for this Houston Texans offense. And Dalton Schultz going to be your main tight end. How about we take a quick look over here, guys, at the offensive line? Left tackle, Laramie Tunsil. Left guard, going to be Titus Howard. At center, Jarrett Peterson. At right guard, guys, normally it is Shaq Mason. Instead, today we're going to have Kendrick Green. And then at right tackle, it will be Blake Fisher. All right, let's take a look at the defense here. We're going to roll through this pretty quick, and I really like this defensive lineup as well, guys. Will Anderson Jr. coming in as the left defensive end. Tim Settle coming in as the left defensive tackle. Foloronso Fatukasi healthy and back, guys. Fatukasi filling in. Going to be the starter today. Good to have him back at right defensive tackle. So it looks like this team is full strength right now coming into this game. And Daniil Hunter the ex-Minnesota Viking, an absolute stud on that defensive line. This defensive end and this defensive end, left and right, also arguably two of the best in all of football. How about Azeez Al-Shaair coming back after the suspension on that hit that he delivered to, y'all remember that hit against the Jacksonville Jaguars when he knocked out Trevor Lawrence? Yeah, he's back. That's good for the Houston Texans. We're going to have Henry Oto as the middle linebacker. Strong side linebacker is Christian Harris. Cornerbacks for today, left cornerback Derek Stingley Jr. on the other side. Today, we're going to have Jeff Okudah. And then our two safeties for today, Eric Murray as the free safety and Kaleem Bullock as the strong safety. Now, I will say I am much more impressed by the strength of this 4-3 core of the defense than I am by the secondary of this Texans defense. But the heart and the guts of this team, that 4-3 defense is solid. They've done great in the center here, but they do give up a lot of points per game. And like I said, that secondary defense, they will give up passing touchdowns. They will give up rushing touchdowns defensively. This team, what can I say? Now, okay, we did break this down, and this is going to sound very confusing to you guys. Look at these stats. It looks like over here defensively, this team is much better when you zoom out at the big basic information. Same thing here defensively when we look at the Houston Texans. They are dead or close to dead last when it comes to red zone efficiency. But defensively, guys, when we look at them head to head and we break it down on a more granular level, there are other contributing factors when we look at these two defenses. Now, the Houston Texans defense is healthy, which is going to bode well. So my question to you guys is, which defense do y'all think is better based off of these two? Because I'm going to make an argument here for the Houston Texans defense. Let's take a look at this, guys. Yards allowed per game. They are 6th in the NFL when it comes to yards allowed per game. They give up 315 yards per game. Rushing yards allowed per game, they give up 114. Meanwhile, 117 to the LA Chargers. The difference there, arguably negligible. When we look at passing yards allowed per game, this team ranks 6th. This team ranks 7th. Again, the difference here is negligible. The difference here is negligible. But the big difference when we look at this, guys, is in turnovers forced. This is the one category where I think the Houston Texans will have some success today. 29 turnovers forced this season. They are 5th in the NFL. Meanwhile, the LA Chargers with 21. That is 13th in the NFL. And the Houston Texans also have 3 more sacks this season. 3 more sacks this season than the LA Chargers. All right, guys. What are we thinking? Who has the better defense here looking at these numbers? Now, it's not just these numbers, because if we look at just these numbers, you can argue that the Houston Texans have the better defense, because in all of these categories, every single one of them, the Houston Texans are outperforming the LA Chargers. But when we look at a points per game basis defensively, we look at these over here, third down efficiency, red zone efficiency, this team has outperformed the Houston Texans defense, which is why there is a science to all of this, guys. There is a science to this. I'm still figuring out the formulas to figure out who is the best team, but this is what I love about it. Thank you, Ronnie. Ronnie checking in saying, Mario, keep up the great work. Be in and out all night. I'll be here for you, my friend. Feel free to stick around. Right now, LA, says Marie. Okay, guys, I'm with you. Marie is saying LA, and a color scheme helps. It helps a little bit, but don't blow it out of proportion, because the difference between 11th place and 13th place might literally be a fraction of a decimal. Like legitimately a fraction of a decimal. Anyways, let's see. Yards per play. Anyways, we're looking at the same team. Okay, let me not get myself distracted. The national anthem is on TV right now, guys, so that means we're running out of time to finish this pregame. Let's take a quick look at the NFL playoff picture. For those of you who are new, we've got 6 games coming up over the next 3 days, starting with the first 2 today before we make our final push over here, guys. LA Chargers at Houston Texans today. LA Chargers at Houston Texans, guys. Then we will have the Steelers at Ravens, and we will have the Broncos at Bills to start tomorrow. But the 2 games today are going to be these 2 games. 2 games happening today, Chargers at Texans, and then Steelers at Ravens. I will be covering both of these for y'all, and I am excited for both of these games. So I asked you guys, who do you think will win this one? Looks like about 62% of you guys, 63% of you guys are saying the LA Chargers. Who turned off that jazz music? Oh, it's still on. Don't worry, Zach Cohn. If you're talking about the lo-fi in the background, it's still scrolling by. We keep that all the time. All right, Father Time, welcome Reggio, welcome Robert B. Very fair point, he says. David Bowers checking in, Ravens and Bills for the AFC Championship game. I don't know what's going to happen here, guys. I'm actually not quite sure. It really depends on who has the lowest seed out of these teams right here. It may not come down to that, but let's say the Broncos do end up winning. I believe, and someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe whichever team has the lowest positioning that advances, that team will face the Kansas City Chiefs. So let's say just on the offhand here that the Ravens do win and the Bills do win, and this is the way it's expected, then we will end up with the Ravens and Bills game over here. The Bills will get home field advantage. The Ravens at number 3 with a lower seed. That's where they'll be, and that means that the winner of this game will likely go up against the Kansas City Chiefs. That being said, let's say we get an upset here today, and we do end up, or let's say we get an upset with the Steelers today, and the Steelers end up winning this game, then the Steelers will then have the lowest seed, and the Steelers will end up having to face the Kansas City Chiefs. Or if the Broncos win that game, then the Broncos would end up having to go up against the Kansas City Chiefs. I believe that is how it works. It's going to be the lowest priority that goes up against number 1. So just because this is broken down with these 3 on this side, it doesn't necessarily mean that this team will end up going over here. It's just that most likely the winner out of 4-5 will end up going over here, but that's not always the case. Because we expect, of course, 2 and 3 to get the wins. We tracking? Are y'all following me? Does that all make sense? Okay, let's go ahead and move forward. So this is the playoff bracket, guys. Y'all can see this. We've got on the other side Commanders at Buccaneers, the Packers at Eagles, the Vikings at Rams. Of course, the lowest seed out of these 3 winners will end up going up against the Lions, and then we'll have the remaining 2 teams going for it there in the divisional on that side. Eventually, we will see ourselves with 2 conference games. That'll be 2 weeks from now. We'll have an AFC conference game and an NFC conference game. And then 2 weeks from then, we'll have a Super Bowl. Remember, guys, there is a bye week between the conference championship games and the actual Super Bowl, so keep that one in mind. All right, Zoom saying, we're smelling what you're stepping in. You picking up what I'm putting down? Love it. All right, guys. Shout out to all of our channel members. Shout out to those of you watching this live stream. Looks like the Houston Texans are lined up to kick this football off. Thank you guys for hitting that like button and subscribe button. Revenge tour for Baltimore. KC Eagles in Super Bowl, says Ray Zilla. All right, guys. We are all lined up here. The LA Chargers getting ready to bring this football back to start this game. Here we go. We are at NRG Stadium. Looks like the roof is on fire. It's not literally. Oh, sugar. And I just burned my tongue on camera. That hurt. Oh my gosh. This tea is like still boiling, dude. Oh my gosh. That was the hottest. Ow. That hurt. That sucked so bad. All right, guys, here we go. We've got kickoff here. Houston Texans going to send this over to the LA Chargers. Chargers going to start with possession here. Game on. There's the kick, the 5-yard, the 10, the 15, the 20 around the right-hand side up to the 25, down at the 26. First down here for the LA Chargers. Oh, my gosh. That hurts so bad, guys. That was brutal. Okay. Let's go ahead and just take the lid off of this. Let that air out for just a minute. That hot tea, trying to keep the voice. That's wild. Okay. All right, guys. Time for cold beer, says Don. All right, guys. 1st and 10. Let's bring up the drive chart for you guys. 1st and 10, this time from the 27-yard line. 27-yard line motion on the field. Justin Herbert takes the snap out of the pistol. We'll turn around and hand that off to J.K. Dobbins, who goes down at the 29. This will be a gain of just 2 yards. This brings up a 2nd down and 8. refresh my page. Make sure the live drive chart comes up. 2nd down and 8, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Trying to get everything nice and organized. Football to the 29-yard line. Football to the 29-yard line. Move that out of the way. Give you guys a little extra space to see what's going on over here. Here's the snap and a handoff to the left-hand side. And on 2nd down and 8, looks like J.K. Dobbins goes around the left tackle. Picks up 8 yards on that gain. This will bring up a 1st down. 1st down picked up right there. Football to the 37. 1st down coming up now. Let's make sure that everything is nice and squared and centered. Making my adjustments to make sure everything is set up the way we need it set up. The clock is hot. 14 minutes left to go in the 1st quarter. All right, guys. Thank y'all for checking in. My name is Mario Manuel. You're watching Football Nation. Buckle up because we've got action happening here. 1st and 10, this time from the 37, a shotgun formation. Justin Herbert waiting for the snap. Play clock down to 2. He will fake that handoff, wind up and throw. Catch made up the middle. This time it's a grab right there. Number 15 on the catch. That is Ladd McConkey on the grab. A gain of 10 yards. This looks like it brings up a 1st down. And a 1st down picked up right there for the LA Chargers. 1st down LA. Moves the sticks again. This time we're up to about the 47-yard line. 1st down. All right, only 2 games today, says Robert Preston. That is correct. We got 2 games today, LA Chargers versus Houston Texans, and then we've got the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Ravens after this. Here we go, a 1st and 10 from the 47. LA Chargers on their own side of midfield, winds up and throws. Catch is made down at the 46. A solid gain right there of about 7 yards. This time it looks like Will Dissly was there on the grab. A gain of 7, 2nd down and 3 coming up. 2nd down, LA Chargers. Mario just getting ready for that ghost pepper challenge. Dude, my tongue still hurts. I burnt the crap out of my mouth for sure. That's okay. We're going to finish this game. The entire football field is covered in an American flag, says Rhonda Davis. Here we go. Red, white, and blue as the centerpiece there for the Houston Texans logo. Here's the snap from the 46-yard line. A handoff there to the running back. Looks like a solid gain for J.K. Dobbins there as J.K. Dobbins on 2nd down and 3 picks up 8 yards. That is good for a 1st down for the LA Chargers as he takes that football deep inside of Houston territory. 1st and 10 coming up here to the 38-yard line. 1st down to the Houston 38. LA Chargers on the move right now. Bad sun glare at midfield, says Leola. Yeah, it's pretty bad. But that's okay. We are beyond the sun glare now. Here is the snap, a little play action. Justin Herbert in trouble. Will have to scramble. Will wind up and throw while on the run. And a grab made there. 15 yards as Fisk makes the grab. And a 1st down for the LA Chargers down to the 23-yard line. 15-yard grab. 1st and 10 from the 23. As Justin Herbert throws the football on the move. A tough grab made. Azeez Al-Shaair. If he wasn't there to break that one up, who knows where that would have gone. But now it looks like Azeez Al-Shaair is down on the ground holding his right thigh. Holding the inside of his thigh. Looks like a possible growing injury for Azeez Al-Shaair, who is down on the ground. They just got him back not too long ago from suspension. And now he's down on the ground with a potential injury. D'Amico Ryans not looking excited about that, guys. We're going to go back to a quick commercial break. All right, guys, let's go ahead and end this one. We got over 500 votes. Thanks, guys, for playing along. Let's start a quick poll and see what's up with you guys. Okay, will the Chargers score a touchdown on this opening drive? Yes or no? Will the Chargers score a touchdown on this opening drive? Guys, at the bottom of the screen, I've got the spread for today's game. This game, over under of 42 points, guys. Houston Texans are 2.5-point underdogs. Chargers are expected to win this one. Most of you guys also said that the Chargers would likely win this game. Do y'all think that the Chargers will score on their opening drive right now? This is still the opening drive of the game. We are in the middle of a commercial break. Again, we are in the middle of a commercial break. When we get back from this commercial break, it'll be a 1st and 10. The football will be at the Houston Texans 23-yard line. LA Chargers with the football. Nai, what's going on? Nai saying, good fan base. Texans can't even fill the stadium. Yikes. Robert Preston Sr. saying, I did not like what happened last night, right? Yeah, last night was pretty rough. Game hasn't even started yet on CBS, says Rhonda Davis. No way. There's no way. Ohio State checking in saying, go Buckeyes. What's up, Ohio State? Thanks for checking into the chat. Ed saying, hola, Roberto. Aaron Miller saying, go Buckeyes. What's up, Buckeyes fans? Good to have y'all in here. Well, thank you very much, Mr. DeLang65. We are live coming at you guys out of San Antonio, Texas. Again, in the middle of this commercial break, when we get back, we will have action. The football will be in the hands of the LA Chargers. In the meantime, we're going to read some chats. We're going to read some stats. That's just what we do during commercial breaks. Let's get you to 25,000 watching today, says Dawn. I hope so, Dawn. We are close to 24. The goal for this live stream is to get to 24,000. We are 18 away from 23.9. If we've got 18 people out there watching who are not subscribed to this channel just yet, let's see if I can't convince you guys by the end of this first quarter to help us get to that milestone. If y'all are with me, if y'all are still with me and y'all have been hanging out throughout this whole first drive and you're hanging out with me throughout this commercial break, I appreciate you guys being here with me. Looks like Azeez Al-Shaair is coming off the field. LA Chargers, we're getting back to the action. Here we go. Here's the snap from the 23-yard line. Justin Herbert in the pocket will wind up and throw. This throw is incomplete, intended for Ladd McConkey, guys. This brings up a second down, pass incomplete after the first down right there. So second down and 10 coming up for the LA Chargers, still at the 23-yard line. Tate Brown, I see you, Tate. I see you out there. The Golden Tate. All right. Here we go, guys. Did OSU win last night? They did. They did, Kay. All right, guys, single back formation from the 23-yard line. I'm going to step away from the chat so I can call this game just like you guys are hoping for. Here's the snap, a little play action. A throw and a dump off on a screen play here. Looks like this will break for Will Dissly. This will be a gain of about 9 on second down and 10. This will bring up a third down and 1. Azeez Al-Shaair has returned to the game, by the way. So a minor injury there. Looks like he's okay. Good job by Will Dissly on the check and release. That's exactly what happened there. It was a check and release as he was locked up with the tight end, or was locked up with the defensive end on that one. The tight end releases there, runs his route, catches the football, picks up 9 yards. Third down coming up here. We are now inside of the red zone, guys. So here we go, inside the red zone. An I formation from the 14-yard line. There is a handoff to J.K. Dobbins, who has to spin and tries to pick up the first down. He cannot. Instead, he will lose 4 yards. They're going to call that a loss of 2 and credit Lorenzo Fatukasi on the tackle on the right-hand side. The pressure coming in, nowhere to roam there. Nowhere to roam there for number 27 as J.K. Dobbins gets brought down to the ground. So this does bring up, it was a third down and 1, guys. That was a third down and 1. The stop there brings up a fourth down and 3. And it looks like the LA Chargers are going to kick the field goal here to take the lead. There's the snap. There's the hold. There's the kick. The kick is up. The kick is good, ladies and gentlemen. And the score is now 3-0. We finally got points on the board. Cameron Dicker, the kicker, gets his first points out there. Burnout is a possibility, says Jerry. It's true, Jerry. I have been experiencing a bit of that, but don't worry. We're managing our workload as best we can. So during commercial breaks, guys, I can step away and not call anything. I can be extra quiet during the commercial breaks, although no one likes doing that. I don't want to be silent during the commercial break. We did get our very first points of the game. Enjoy your videos and keep up the good work. I love the commentary, says Pickin' and Lovin'. Appreciate you, Pickin' and Lovin'. Thanks for checking in. Dawn saying, I'd love to co-host with you on a quarter. I'd be the background cheering guy while you call the game. You call first down, and I echo it. Love that, Dawn. Let's see if we can't get some additional people to join us during this offseason. I am open to my community, you guys. You guys are the community. You guys are the nation. Football Nation legitimately and literally would not exist without you guys. We would just be Football Town. Right now, we are building Football Nation. We are trying to get this number up to hopefully 6 digits in the next couple of seasons, and hopefully we can get this number into the 7 digits sooner rather than later. You're too excited about this game, says So Nice. I can't not be excited about this game. We've got the Chargers and we've got the Texans. It's the wild card. It's the playoffs. If you're not excited about the playoffs, what are you even doing? What are we even doing if you're not fired up about these games, man? A Brazilian Cowboy and Buckeyes fan here watching from Germany. My gosh, Luis, you are one hell of an enigma. Good to have you in here. Keep up the great voice, young man. Vamos, let's go. Boo on Football Town. Let's go. It's got to be Football Nation. And I can't do it without you guys. Bum dude saying I'm down to commentate with you. Man, reach out to me, guys. If y'all want to contact me directly, y'all know where to do that, right? If y'all want to contact me directly, there's a couple ways y'all can do it. You can either reach out to me on Instagram or on Facebook, slide into my DMs, let me know what's up. We can talk that way. Or y'all can message me directly on my website, www.footballnationusa.com. Guys, I don't have a bot helping respond to those emails. I don't have another human being helping me respond to those emails. I read all of those emails that come in. I may not respond to all of them because I don't have time to respond to all of them. But if you guys are looking for collaborative efforts, if you guys are looking to maybe boost your own YouTube channels, maybe you guys are looking for some assistance, I am looking for fresh new ideas. So reach out to me. Send me a message, man. Again, if this is your first time watching, my name is Mario. You're watching Football Nation, which is why you see that yellow FN at the bottom of the screen. And that's why we say, let's effing go. All right, guys, we've got ourselves a kickoff imminent here after the Chargers scored. They're going to send this football back to the Houston Texans. Let me see here. Going to see if I can make a quick adjustment. Okay. We'll keep that on. All right, guys, there's the kickoff. This one will go back, and we will have a fair catch signal. Doesn't matter. This football will not be returned. We're going to start this drive at the 30-yard line, and the Houston Texans now get the football to start their first. Quavo 9H asking, did I play football? I did play football, not American football, but I played soccer in high school. But I was mostly a theater kid. I was always big on media, which is where I get my media chops from. I was part of the Superfans for Marshall High School here in San Antonio, Texas. We had an extra club where me and the boys would get into games for free to go cheer on our team. Here we go, guys. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Here's the snap, looking left, throwing left. The catch is made on the left-hand side. Does he fumble the football? Is this recovered, or was he down by contact? I think the LA Chargers might have forced the fumble and got the football back on the opening play there for the Houston Texans. Oh, man, let's see what happened here. There's the throw. There is the catch. The football is stripped out. It looks like it is out before he is down. Wow, that is a catch on the left side, guys, and it was stripped right there. Oh, my gosh. That is not good. Guys, it looked like that catch was made by maybe Deontay Johnson. Oh, that is so unfortunate, guys, and it is going to be a fumble. The LA Chargers, John Mechie was the one on the grab. John Mechie is the one who fumbled that one. And so, here we go. That is going to be a turnover right there. Guys, my Instagram is super soft. I don't have a whole lot on my Instagram if you're interested in finding out on my Instagram. But I will plug in my handle for you guys. Here you go, guys. This is my Instagram right there. I played soccer in high school. I played soccer at Warren High School my freshman year. I eventually stopped falling in love. I don't know. It was a lot of running. It was too much running. And something about theater just made more sense to me. I did theater. I did the morning announcements. I did all that stuff. But now I do officiate Texas high school football. I am an official. Here's the snap on 1st and 10. A handoff to the right-hand side. This time, just outside the red zone, guys. The LA Chargers did take over there on the forced fumble. It was a catch, and it was a forced fumble. It's still going to be a first down going over here. LA Chargers have the football, 1st and 10 for the LA Chargers at the 20. Looks like the 28-yard line. This will be a short gain. Gain of 8 right there. From the 30 to the 22 to the 25. Okay. Let me just call this play. 25-yard line. Waiting for the snap right now. Here's the snap and a handoff around the left-hand side. The Gus Bus will rush this football forward. He will pick up enough for the 1st down. And a 1st down there for the LA Chargers. 1st and 10 from the 22. I hated doing a morning announcement, says Father Time. I loved it, man. Okay, guys. What is the most difficult call for a football ref? Holding? Sometimes it seems so, but I'm not a referee on my officiating crew. I hope I can make that distinction clear. In college football, guys, or in high school football, or in varsity football, you have 7 officials on the field. Not important. We'll talk about that during the commercial break. We got a 1st and 10 coming up from the 22-yard line, and this time, Justin Herbert gets smothered by the Texans defense, and the defense got a split sack there. Looks like Will Anderson Jr. and Edwards in on the stop. That is going to be a sack lunch delivered right there to the LA Chargers. So the LA Chargers go down, a loss of 9 for Justin Herbert. And 2nd down brings up, on 1st down, brings up a 2nd down and 19. 2nd down and 19 coming up, backed up to the 31. Here we go, guys. 2nd down and 19, the LA Chargers at the 31-yard line. Houston Texans fan base getting loud. Here's the snap. And Justin Herbert, feeling the pressure, will wind up and throw. Dropped pass there, intended for Will Dissly. The pass is incomplete. This brings up a 3rd down and 19. 3rd down coming up here. LA Chargers with the football at the Houston Texans 31 with 7.5 minutes remaining. Texans looking to get a stop. Number 81, bad play. Definitely dropped that football. What offense, says Robert. LA Chargers have the football. Empty backfield. Here is the snap. Winds up throwing right. Catch is made on the right-hand side. This time up to about the 21-yard line. This will bring up a 4th down and long as DJ Chark gets the grab. DJ Chark, picks up 10 yards on 3rd down and 19. This brings up a 4th down and 9. 4th down coming up here for the LA Chargers. LA Chargers, Cameron Dicker, the kicker, going to come back out here to put up some more points. Mario, you should be selling on infomercials. Great personality and projection for it. Well, thank you, John Williams. Love this song, says So Nice. All right, guys, here we go. Another field goal attempt for the LA Chargers. From the right-hand side, there's the snap. The 39-yard field goal attempt will be good, and the score is now 6-0 as the LA Chargers get another score here. All right, guys, let's ask the question, because now it's time. Now we got to find out. The official is standing here just doing this. Not this right here. He's just doing this and this. And then back to position 1 and position 2. He's not signaling for the clock to stop. I don't know what that was. That was weird. But, guys, that is going to take us back to a commercial break. 3 points on the board there. Let's start a Q&A and see, guys. Can the Texans take the lead on this drive? All they need to take the lead, guys, is to score a touchdown and get the extra point attempt. Can the Texans take the lead on this ensuing drive? Start a poll. Here we go. I need to lock this up because this keeps sliding around, and I need you to stay where you're at. My arm on my the arm on my monitor over here is slowly leaning back, the weight of the monitor leaning itself back. Anyways, from another dad, you'll be great, Mario. If you're not already, let's effing go. If you're already doing the yeah, it should be fun. It should be fun. Thanks checking in, man. Appreciate that, Ronnie. Okay, so Houston Texans need to score a touchdown. If the Houston Texans are able to score a touchdown, the Houston Texans will tie it up. The score will be 6-6. If they can score the extra point attempt, the Texans will then be up 7-6. Texans about to get the football back. We are back in another commercial break, guys, as the LA Chargers just scored another field goal. LA Chargers scored a field goal. Last time we read some chats, guys. This time I'm going to read some stats because I want you guys to get a clear picture of what we got going on right here, right now. in every single category today, guys. And this, again, guys, I don't want you guys to think that I am knocking on the Houston Texans, because I'm not. But I will say, Justin Herbert has the edge in every single positive category over CJ Stroud. Justin Herbert, 3,800, almost 3,900 passing yards. CJ Stroud shy of 38 at 3,727. When it comes to rushing yards, Justin Herbert has more rushing yards than CJ Stroud as well. CJ Stroud, 233. Justin Herbert, 306. Total touchdowns this season. Both of them have struggled to find rushing touchdowns, but Justin Herbert has 25 total. CJ Stroud just has the 20. Not a great season considering you had 17 games to do it, and you only scored 20 touchdowns in 17 games. Also, in this season, guys, CJ Stroud with 13 interceptions. Meanwhile, Justin Herbert, just 3. Great numbers there for Justin Herbert in that category. He has the higher completion percentage over CJ Stroud as well. Less sacks taken and the higher passer rating. I think we can tell who is having the better season this year. It's the second season letdown for CJ Stroud. Now teams have tape on him. It is to be expected. Now in theater, the same thing happens, guys. You've had opening night, which is equivalent to a football player's opening night, opening season, right? So opening night for CJ Stroud had a pretty good one. Then there's the second run letdown. After opening night in the world of theater, they always say that the second run through never has the same magic as opening night. This season for the Houston Texans, it seems to be that kind of situation. We've got an offset I formation here. Here's the handoff from the 30-yard line after the kickoff there from the LA Chargers. This will be a handoff to the Houston Texans on the left-hand side, a gain of about 3 yards for Joe Mixon up to the 33-yard line. 2nd down and 7 with 6 minutes and 20 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. So 6 minutes left to go in the first. We've got a 2nd down and 7 coming up from the 33-yard line. Can the Houston Texans answer back? It's been a bit of a slump of a season here. We've got ourselves motion on the field. Here's the snap and a handoff. This time, the running back will gain nothing there as Joe Mixon picks up 0 yards on that 2nd down and 7. This brings up a 3rd down and 7. 3rd down. Houston Texans with the football. Houston Texans to their own 33-yard line. We've only got about 1,400 people watching this live stream right now. That's okay. Appreciate you guys being here with us. Be sure to hit that like button. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you guys are not subscribed to this channel. And be sure to share this with a friend, guys. Let's push this out to as many people as we can. All right, 3rd down and 7. We've got a shotgun formation here. Waiting for the snap right now is CJ Stroud out of the, actually, that was a pro set formation. And CJ Stroud will backpedal on 3rd down and 7. Will wind up and fire. It is almost intercepted there. I will say this, guys. Y'all have heard this story before. Do you remember 2 years ago where the LA Chargers picked off Asante Samuel with 3 interceptions, picked off Trevor Lawrence 5 times in the first half of that game, and yet Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars came back to win. CJ Stroud, his head has to be with Tank Dell still. His head is not on straight, guys. Anyways, this will be a quick 3 and out for the Houston Texans. Looks like 57% of you guys were right. Can the Texans take the lead on this drive? Most of y'all said no. The answer will remain no. Here's the punt team sending this one back. No flag on the play, Marie. There's the kick. Oh, this is a kick-catch interference. That official tried to throw his flag. That's got to be embarrassing. That'll pop up again. So, kick-catch interference right there, guys. That's going to go against the Houston Texans who punted this football. LA Chargers going to get... There's definitely kick-catch interference on that one. Okay, just so y'all can see what happened. This is a good indicator of a yellow flag. The official, the back judge who was there, who's normally back there with whoever signals the fair catch, had the flag in his pocket, and he was about to throw the flag. He goes like this. And like the flag ended up behind him instead of throwing it where he had intended it to. Anyways, kick-catch interference. will end up being a big penalty against the Houston Texans. 4 minutes and 58 seconds. Remember, the flag fumble. Whoop. Anyways, guys, that'll be a 15-yard penalty enforced at the 16-yard line. 1st and 10 when we get back from this commercial break. We are going to a commercial break, and we will have a 1st and 10 coming up for you guys. 1st and 10 from the 27. All right, guys. The magic man, El Diablo, says Zach Cohn. All right, guys. Can Houston hold the Chargers to 3 points or less? Yes or no? Can Houston hold the Chargers to 3 points or less on this drive? All right, guys. Let's see. Wonder what's a good Q&A for you guys. Let's ask a good question and see what's going on with y'all out there. Not this time. The Chargers are scoring a touchdown. Council saying the Texans are bums. All right, guys. Here's a good question for y'all. Normally, we're all about positive vibes, but from time to time, we like to troll some teams. That being said, here's a good question for you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, who is the worst team that is currently in the playoffs? While I ask that question for you guys, let's show y'all the teams that are currently in the playoffs so nobody forgets. These are the teams that are currently in the playoffs. Who is the worst team in the playoffs right now? Is it the Texans? Is it the Rams? Is it maybe the Buccaneers or the Commanders? Could it possibly be the Broncos? Maybe you truly believe that today it's the LA Chargers. Maybe you think the LA Chargers are in here and they're the worst team in the playoffs for whatever reason. Texans by far, says alive inside. JT saying Texans. T to Cups saying the Steelers. Gabe saying Broncos. Richard saying the Green Bay Packers. Ooh, some choice words for the Green Bay Packers. Lucinda saying go Ravens. Ed saying the Chiefs. Bro, if that's not a hot take, I don't know what is, Ed. If that is not a hot take, I don't know what is. Sobino de Rosario saying Denver. That light, that overhead hanging light is right in the eyes of everyone on the bench side for the LA Chargers. Great design there. Houston Texans blinding the sideline, the entire sideline right now. That's a really good view. Anyways. Bob saying the Vikings. Charles saying the Rams. T2 Cups. Super Mario. T2 Cups. Got it. Okay. Got it. Guys, gals, ladies and gentlemen, the LA Chargers have the football now after that punt from the Houston Texans. It's a 1st and 10 at the LA Chargers 27-yard line after the penalty for the kick-catch interference. Here we go, coming back to the action. 1st and 10 in the shotgun formation. Here's the snap. It's actually from the 35 is what I see here. There's a flag on the play. So this was at the 35. They're going to say ineligible man downfield, so it'll be a repeat of 1st down. Repeat 1st down. It should bring up a 1st and 15 from the 27. Let's see what they say. The officials breaking this one down. I'm going to step away from the chat since we're coming back to the game, guys. Let's see what happened. Back judge, side judge, ref. The ref is your white hat. Your back judge is always the last line of defense. He's behind your down judge, your field judge, your line judge, the head linesman, the umpire, the referee. So those are really your 7 positions that are out there on the field. In college football, you'll notice that there's a referee that stands in between the linebackers. That's typically the umpire. In NFL football, the umpire and the referee, they're both standing behind the quarterback to watch for those holds. Little different right there. Anyways, here we go, guys. 1st down and 15 after the penalty. There's the snap and a handoff on 1st down and 15. This will be a gain of 1 up to the 31-yard line. A $5 super chat coming in from our boy Ray Zilla saying Pittsburgh Steelers revenge. The revenge tour going to take out Baltimore, then they're going to take out KC in round 2, and then they're going to take out the Eagles in the Super Bowl. Nice. All right, guys. Here we go. Second down coming up for the LA Chargers. We've got ourselves an empty backfield here. Here is the snap from the 31, dropping back, surveying, winding up and throwing. Looks like that pass might have been broken up. Thrown short there, and on second down and 14, the pass is incomplete. Third down and 14 coming up. Let's find out here. Justin Herbert got an arm on his arm, got a hand on his arm. He's looking at his arm. There's a penalty on this play, guys. It's going to be a holding against the defense, and this will be an automatic first down, a 5-yard penalty, and an automatic first down here for the LA Chargers. First down, LA. So the LA Chargers, a holding call there, guys. There was a hold against the Houston Texans. This will be a 5-yard penalty and an automatic first down. First and 10 coming up, first and 10. This time from the 36, a single back formation. There's the snap and a handoff. This time a 1-yard gain on first and 10 brings up a second down and 9 up to the 37. What's going on, Courtney? Welcome back. Haven't seen you in at least a day, right? It's been at least one day. What's going on, Courtney? Welcome back. Good to have you in here. Oh, no. Here we go. Ray Zilla. Ray Zilla coming in just to stir the pot and get a conversation started right now. I'm going to step away from the comments because I know where this is going to go. Second down and 9. We've got ourselves we've got a pistol formation here, guys, from the 37-yard line, waiting for the snap. There it is. There's a little play action, dropping back in the pocket, clean pocket, deciding to wind up and throw short instead of deep. The pass is incomplete on third down and 9 from the 37, and this will bring up a fourth down. Fourth down coming up right now. Okay, Karen asking me right now, hey, Football Nation, who do you think will win? Karen, I personally think the LA Chargers will win this game, but I am hoping that the Houston Texans will get at least one step farther. I don't know. I can't necessarily say that. I think it's time for Justin Herbert to get past the first round of the playoffs. Third down and 9. Here is the snap, guys. Dropping back. Justin Herbert's pass is broken up again. The defense getting to him on that one. And Anderson breaking up that pass twice. Will Anderson Jr. on the stop, guys. This will bring up a fourth down. A huge stop there. Fourth down and 9. Here we go. Texans defense wins again, guys. All right. So Texas defense wins again. About 1,500 people watching this live stream. Be sure to hit that like button, especially if you're participating in the polls. There is the punt, guys. That was tipped. That punt was tipped. Do not touch it. Just let it go. It'll be marked down at the 28-yard line. So the punt was actually blocked. And it looks like the Houston Texans learned from what the Dallas Cowboys did. The punt was tipped. And the Dallas Cowboys, when they blocked their last punt against the Cincinnati Bengals, the Cowboys should have won that game off the leg of Brandon Aubrey. Instead, they decided to try to touch the football after it crossed the line of scrimmage. And because it crossed the line of scrimmage, you cannot touch the football, even if it is blocked. Otherwise, if you touch the football, it becomes a live ball. You'll get hit immediately, possibly give that up. Houston Texans played it smart. They're going to start this drive at the 30-yard line. Texans are better than it shows on paper. The Texans defense are good on paper, though, Bob. Let's take a look at that one more time. Guys, we're still in the first quarter, 2 minutes and 35 seconds left to go in the first quarter. It has been a bit of a punt party. It has been a bit of a punt party, and that's okay. We've got action coming up here shortly. The chat's going to be off the chain later tonight, says Dirty Duck Videos. Okay. All right, guys. What's a good one for y'all? What is a good one? Here's a good one. Let's do this. I'm going to ask you guys a this or that. That's exactly right. I'm going to ask you guys a quick this or that, and it's going to be between two games, guys. Which of these games were y'all more excited about today? Now, you could be a Texans fan, and this is a pretty slam dunk answer for you guys. Or you could be a Chargers fan, and this could be a pretty slam dunk answer for you guys. But which game were y'all more interested in watching today? Was it the Chargers-Texans, or was it the Steelers-Ravens? That game should be good. If you guys are out there doing daily fantasy sports, y'all know that there's a lot to break down. Anyways, I wanted to talk about the defense because you talked about it. Now, on paper, guys, the Houston Texans are not bad. So don't think that they're a bum of a team defensively coming out here. Now, C.J. Stroud, maybe not so much. The run game, not so much. But if there's one good thing that the Houston Texans have going for them, it is their defense. They are 5th in the NFL when it comes to turnovers forced. They are 4th in the NFL at picking up sacks, 49 sacks per game. Or 49 sacks per game, could you imagine? 49 sacks this season so far, 29 turnovers forced this year. We do have a 1st and 10. The Houston Texans offense is on the field. Chargers defense is out there right now. Here we go, guys. Empty backfield from the 27-yard line. Here is the snap. C.J. Stroud will wind up and throw. Stroud connects there. This time it's a gain of about 12. 1st and 10 coming up. This gets up to the Houston Texans 42-yard line. That catch is made by the tight end on that one. Looks like that'll be Dalton Schultz on the grab. Good for a 1st down. 1st down for Houston. 1st down Texans. 2 minutes left to go in the first. From the 42-yard line. Here is the snap out of the single back formation. Winds up and throws another grab made right there. This time Robert Woods on the grab. And Robert Woods picks up the 1st down. 1st down here. Moves the chains. 1st down. Clock is hot. 1:50 remaining. All right, guys. 1st and 10. Looks like most of y'all are excited for tonight's game, that Steelers versus Ravens game. Trust me, I am too. Here we go, guys. We've got ourselves 1:31 left to go. It's 4:13 p.m. here in San Antonio, Texas. Here's the snap from the 45. The 1st down and 10 is incomplete. That stops the clock. 2nd down and 10 coming up from the 45-yard line. The Houston Texans now across midfield inside of Chargers territory. Get this drive chart centered out for you guys. Don't know why it looked all funky like that. Was it like that the whole time? I hope not. Okay. So the drive chart is down below for you guys. I've got additional stats over here on the right-hand side. If this is your first time watching Football Nation, welcome. If it's not, welcome back, guys. We got a 2nd down and 10 from the 45-yard line. Here's the snap. C.J. Stroud facing the blitz. C.J. Stroud will get wrapped up, and C.J. Stroud is dropped by Joey Bosa. The Houston Texans get sacked on that play, a loss of 5 as C.J. Stroud goes down. Okay, guys. This will bring up a 3rd down and 15. I am covering that Steelers game, Don. Don't you worry. Raj asking who scored the touchdown. Well, nobody scored the touchdown, Raj. That is 2 field goals, both off the leg of Cameron Dicker, the kicker. The score is 6-0 right now. 3rd down and 5 coming up for the Houston Texans. 3rd down and 15 coming up here for the Houston Texans. There's the snap. C.J. Stroud will wind up and throw. He hits Dalton Schultz again. Schultz gets up to the 41, just outside of field goal range. Let's see if they'll try this one here. Kaimi Fairbairn going to come out to kick that field goal. C.J. Stroud is washed, says J.P. Gonzalez. You can't be washed at 23 years old. You can be not good, but you can't be washed. He can't be washed if he hasn't even gotten dirty yet. The guy's in his sophomore year in the NFL, bro. It's his second year. Give him a chance. Here we go. 41-yard line. 4th down and 6. They were lined up to go for it. Timeout going to be called right here. That would have been an aggressive play. The Houston Texans lined up. All right. Let's pin this comment to the top. Just want to make sure everyone's on the same page. All right, guys, I'm going to pin this comment to the top. I've been asked a few times today, and I don't want to sound like a broken record. Uh-oh, let's close this out and make sure I can pin it. Okay. All right, guys, yes, I will be covering this game as well. Tonight's game, I will be covering that one as well. Uh-oh. Hey, yo, let's get back to my analytics. Let's pop this out. 1,600 people watching this live stream right now. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Guys, we are live. We are out of San Antonio, Texas. I don't necessarily have a horse in this race, although because I am in Texas, I am going to lean towards the Houston Texans. Houston is right down the road from us. San Antonio and Houston are about 3 hours apart, maybe less. We've been to NRG Stadium to watch the Zach Brown Band and catch the Houston Rodeo. Yeah, let's rodeo. We do it here in San Antonio, too. Let's rodeo, San Antonio. Let's see. Let's start a new poll here. We can do that. Let's see. Should be 1,600 thumbs ups, he says. I don't know. Not necessarily. I don't mind you guys hanging out in the back of the room. Henry saying, Mario, your show is the best. I really love it. Thank you, Henry. So nice saying, whoever thought of that was high and drunk. All right. Look at that. Let's see. This game is happening in Texas, guys. And so I've asked this question before. Have you ever been to the great state of Texas? We are in Houston, guys, or this game is happening in Houston. Houston Texans about to have the football here, guys. It'll be a 4th down and 6 situation. We are at the end of the first quarter, in case you're wondering why I am rambling on. So those of you who are just checking in right now, it is a 4th down and 6. We just had the end of the first quarter. The start of the second quarter is happening right here, right now. It'll be a 4th down and 6. The Houston Texans on their own 41-yard line. John saying, yeah, he's been to the airport. Balaton saying, yes, Corpus Christi for the U.S. Navy. Thank you for your service, Balaton. Appreciate you. 4th down and 6. Looks like the Houston Texans have had a change of heart. Instead of going for it on 4th down, they will punt this football. So they are lined up to punt. If you were in the Air Force, you did get sent to San Antonio Lackland Air Force Base, where we are at right now. Thank you to all of our men and women in the active forces and those of you who are no longer in but have served. Appreciate you guys. Here we go, guys. Play clock down to 00. Nothing here. Looks like the official and Tommy Townsend were having a conversation right there. We're still waiting for the punt. They're going to call it a delay of game. So delay of game right there. They don't even care. It is what it is. Richard lived in Austin from 1979 to 1996. That's cool. Eric, thank you. Out doing the boot camp thing as well. Marie out in Waco. What's up? I live in West Texas, says Casey. Lived there twice, says Erica. Erica Silver Fox. Nice. Erica, the Silver Fox. Watch out. Here we go, guys. Okay. We've got ourselves another punt. 4th down and 11. They wanted that delay of game, so they got the delay of game. This will bring up a 4th down and 11. Here's the snap. There's the kick. The kick is up, and this one goes back. This time signaled a fair catch to start the second quarter here, guys. 14 minutes and 54 seconds remaining. We're going to start this drive on the 8-yard line. LA Chargers get the football with 14:54. Yeshua checking in right now. I need Collins to catch the football. Texas is wider across than the Pacific Ocean. That is false. That is very much false, Raj. I got married in Parr, Texas, says Wade Tuckness. Okay. David Bowers saying Fort Hood Oh my God, I just thought of a very dirty joke based off of that. Anyways, short stacks out in Austin. What's up, man? I don't understand Dora the Explorer officiate tips. Dora the Explorer officiate tips. Yo no sé. Mark McKay saying, Mario, could you say hi to Kara and my granddaughter? Kara is your granddaughter? Shout out to you, Kara. Thanks for checking in. All right, guys, I'm going to step away for just a moment. Here's the snap from the 8-yard line. Winds up and throws, threading the needle there on 1st down and 10, a gain of 12. First down, LA Chargers. First down for Ladd McConkey, and a 12-yard gain right there. May Ministries asking if I saw the comment. I did not. Guys, trying to read comments from 1,100 people or 1,700 people watching at the same time is a very difficult task to do. I ask that you guys just give me a little bit of grace when it comes to reading the comments. When we have action on the field and you guys see this right here, trust me, if I read your comment, it's basically a miracle. We've got a 1st down and 10. When we get to commercial breaks, I will make it a point to read those comments. So when we get to the next commercial break, I will go there. But instead, we're going to have a 1st down and 10, a wind-up and a throw, and a gain of 15 yards again by number 15. Ladd McConkey there for a 1st down. 1st down for the LA Chargers. All right, guys, a 15-yard grab right there for Ladd McConkey as he gets up to the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 35 coming up after that gain for the LA Chargers. Here we go, 1st down. I promise that when we get to a commercial break, guys, I will read those comments. If y'all want to connect with me, let's wait to the next commercial break and I will bring it up. By the way, if this is your first time watching, we are going to do a halftime trivia quiz as well. Here's the snap and a handoff to J.K. Dobbins from the 35-yard line up to the 41. J.K. Dobbins will pick up 6 yards. This will bring up a 2nd down and 4. 2nd down coming up for the LA Chargers. Raj leaving one comment out there saying like and subscribe. It's free. Shout out to you, Raj. All right, guys, Chargers so far have not been able to score a touchdown. Houston Texans also defensively unable to score a touchdown. The over-under for this game was 42 points. I hope you took the under. Here we go. There's the snap, a little play action, a wind-up, and a throw. The pass is incomplete. Again, intended for Ladd McConkey. It was a 2nd down and 4 from the 41, the incomplete pass. Brings up a 3rd down and 4 from the 41. So a 3rd down situation. You can see using the drive chart down below, guys, that the LA Chargers have yet to cross midfield right now. So the LA Chargers have the football. They're standing at their own 41-yard line. They're facing a 3rd down, and the Houston Texans defense doing everything they can to get the football back. This defense is keeping this team in the game. Let's see what happens here. 3rd down and 4. They show a blitz. They bring a blitz. 5-man rush coming in, getting the pressure in, breaking up the pass. That is incomplete. A big stop right there, and a 4th down coming up now. Quentin Johnston slow to get up. Quentin Johnston not okay. Line judge goes up to him. He says, hey, man, you need me to call a timeout? He shakes his head. He says, nah, I'm all right. So good coverage. I think he's just hurt by the fact that he couldn't hang on to that football through the solid coverage right there, man. That was great coverage by the defense. Great pass broken up. We've got a 1st and 10 coming up here after the punt. We're going to get a big punt now. Houston, we've got a big problem, says Small Fry. Here's the punt, guys. This one goes back. Houston Texans signal a fair catch. They'll get the football here at the 13-yard line. Call it the 12. Texans with the football. 1st and 10 coming up for H-Town. That's right, guys. By the way, for those of you who remember this story, maybe some of you guys don't. First of all, I am going to a quick commercial break, guys. That is the end of that drive. The LA Chargers are punting this football back to the Houston Texans. But I wrote to all 32 NFL teams over the offseason, guys. All of them, including my Dallas Cowboys. And the only one of them that actually responded with anything that was more than go to our pro shop was the Houston Texans. They actually sent me a swag bag, and I've brought it up before. I don't know where I put it, but they sent me a bag with a handwritten letter, or I guess it wasn't handwritten. It was a typed letter, They typed up a letter for me. They shouted out the YouTube channel. They said, continue doing what you're doing. I hope that you root for the Houston Texans this season. They sent me a couple of lanyards. They sent me some chapstick. They sent me some stickers. They sent me a few other things. So I know it's not a lot, but a super special shout out to the Houston Texans. I really appreciate Houston for reaching back out to me. And they've got a fan in Football Nation. So I am going to be rooting for the Houston Texans in this game just a little bit. But nevertheless, guys, we are in the middle of a commercial break. So let's read some comments, guys. This time I'm going to read some comments. I'm going to try to connect with you guys a little bit, find out a little bit more about y'all out here. Let's see. KC checking in saying, I also coincidentally got married in Texas on Independence Day, March 2nd, he says. Hey, Chargers, if you can't even score a touchdown against Texas, what are you doing going into the next round? Says So Nice. Heard I am past Ghost. Who remembers that one-handed interception by Antonio Cromartie on Peyton Manning? I don't remember that one, Raj. Let's see. Mario, that explains why a Cowboys fan pulls for the Texans. Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to there's a method to it. I am pulling a little bit for it. But Camilla Singleton, thanks for checking in, Camilla. Appreciate you out there. What's up, Camilla? Good to have you in here, girl. Let's go. All right, Camilla Singleton checking in right now. Camilla, have you been on this channel before? I don't remember your name ever popping up. I could be wrong. Cash in, cash out. Mixon needs to play harder, he says. I've been watching you from my Roku. No way to connect. I got you, Camilla. Don't you worry. Run it back, Texans. Let's go. All right, 30K, sometimes 50,000 pounds of male head to be sorted out and delivered. That's a lot. That's a lot. All right, you must be younger than you look, says Raj E3. Well, I'll take that as a compliment. I am 33 years old, born in the ripe year of 1991. I am a millennial, so, you know. Here we go, guys. Waiting for the snap right now. We've got ourselves a single back formation. There's the snap from the 12-yard line. A handoff to the running back this time. Joe Mixon will pick up just a couple from the 12 to the 14. 2nd down and 8 coming up. 2nd down for the Houston Texans. Will they be able to answer back here? All right, guys, here's my question to y'all. Who will score the first touchdown today? Who will score the first touchdown today? Will it be Chargers or will it be Texans? All right, guys, I'm going to step away from the chat. We're getting back to the action. I apologize if I didn't get a chance to read your comments here. Let's get back to this. 2nd down and 8, 11 minutes and 55 seconds left to go here in the first half of this game. There's the snap, a little play action, the 4-man rush. CJ Stroud throwing this one deep downfield, overthrowing everybody, just absolutely throwing a deep shot intended for Nico Collins on 2nd down and 8. That pass was incomplete. Either way, Derwin James Jr. was with Nico Collins every step of the way, and actually Derwin James was closer to that catching that football than Nico Collins was. Okay. The score right now is 6-0. Cameron Dicker, the kicker, the only man with points in this game so far. Cameron Dicker, 6, Houston Texans, 0. Here's the snap, 3rd down and 8. In the pocket, winding up and throwing, giving that football back to the defense. Another interception today. This time, actually, that is the first interception for CJ Stroud. The last one was a fumble recovery. This time, I think that's picked off. And the LA Chargers get an interception there. 1st down, LA. What was that? Oh, man, CJ Stroud. Great job to get both feet in bounds. Leonard, wow, what an effort. He had 1 foot down in bounds, and his heel was about to hit. He ends up picking up that same foot. He made the one-handed catch. He steps forward with the 1 foot, brings the 2nd foot down, and then falls on his backside. So a very, very strong showing of great body control on that interception from Leonard, and that takes us back to a commercial break. All right, guys, last time I read some chats. This time, let's read some stats. What's going on, Maximo Suarez? Okay, guys, let's take a quick look. Why don't we take a look at what we've seen so far in this game? CJ Stroud coming off the field right now after that interception here, guys. Let's talk about it. CJ Stroud in this game, just 50% passing. CJ Stroud completing 4 of 8 passes for 43 yards, no touchdowns, and an interception. Over here, Joe Mixon having a terrible game as well. D'Amico Ryans not calling the plays like they should be. 3 rushing attempts today for Joe Mixon. On those 3 rushing attempts, just 6 rushing yards. How about the pass catchers today? The top pass catchers today for this Houston offense. Dalton Schultz at number 1, 2 targets, 2 receptions, good for 23 receiving yards. Opposite of him, we've got Robert Woods over here in the slot, listed as the wide receiver number 2 or 3 on the depth chart, but today he has the 2nd most yardage, 13 receiving yards for him. John Mechie has 7 receiving yards and no yards for Nico Collins. Okay, let's take another look here at the offense for the other side. We've got the LA Chargers. How about we break down the LA Chargers, who we're about to see take the field right now? By the way, we are in the middle of a commercial break. We just got a turnover as the Houston Texans threw that football away. CJ Stroud not throwing that football far enough away, and actually the ball is picked off at the 40-yard line. We have a 1st and 10 from the 40 coming up for the LA Chargers offense, who is taking the field right now. Justin Herbert today has completed 7 of 13 for 78 passing yards. J.K. Dobbins, 6 rushing attempts, good for 23. Gus Edwards, 9 rushing attempts, good. 3 rushing attempts, good for 12. So in total, 9 rushes and just 13 pass attempts. Looking pretty good on the ground, guys. Looking pretty good for the LA Chargers on the ground. They're up to about 45 total rushing yards in the first half so far. They're on track to break 100 today. Not going to have time to break down all of the pass catchers. We got a 1st and 10 coming up from the 40. Here's the snap and a little play action. This time stepping into it, throwing across his body, a wind-up and a throw, and it's picked off the other way! And just like that, Justin Herbert gives that football back into the hands of Kamari Lassiter. Lassiter coming down with the football, and a 1st down for Houston. Whoa! Whoa. Whoa. And just like that, the Houston Texans get the football back down at about the 10-yard line. What is going on, guys? So, the last play prior to this interception was an interception thrown by CJ Stroud. Fast forward to the 1st and 10 over here from the Houston 40, LA Chargers with the football. A throw across his body. He was running to the right, and he throws to the left on a slant route. Don't know what that was. Literally, Justin Herbert was running to the right-hand side and threw the football across his body, across midfield. The number 1 thing you're not supposed to do as a quarterback. He did it, and he paid the price. Here we go, guys. Shotgun formation from the 10-yard line. Houston Texans with the football. A nice throw there on a quick post route. Catch is made. This time a gain of about 14 right there as Nico Collins picks up the 1st down for the Houston Texans. 1st down. Here we go. Football now to the 23 on the 13-yard gain. A designed play rolling to the right just to throw back across his body. Don't know why they called it that way. A weird-looking play, but that's exactly what we saw on our screens, guys. Here we go. We've got the football up to the 23-yard line. The Houston Texans with the ball. Shotgun formation waiting for the snap right now is C.J. Stroud. Stroud winds up and throws. The catch is broken up right there. John Mechie, the intended receiver. Great stop right there by the defense as Gilman breaks that pass up. 2nd down and 10 coming up for the Houston Texans. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Gilman, great stop right there. Way to break that one up. This brings up a 2nd down and 10. The Houston Texans with the football. 2nd down and 10 from the 23-yard line. Here we go, Houston Texans. There is the snap. C.J. Stroud dropping back. C.J. Stroud in trouble, and C.J. Stroud gets bagged. A big stop there for the LA Chargers with 10:30 remaining. Clock remains hot. 3rd down and 18 coming up now. 3rd down and 18. A great stop there on a 4-man rush. Oh, Just bad blocking right there by the Houston Texans offense. 3rd down and 18 coming up after that sack. Here we go. A 3rd down and 18 coming up. Houston Texans with the football, an empty backfield, 5 wide from the 15-yard line. Here is the snap, dropping back and surveying. C.J. Stroud will wind up and throw. Catch is made up to the 25-yard line. This will not be enough for a 1st down. It's a gain of 10 yards on 4th down and 18. On 3rd down and 18, so that brings up a 4th down and 8. Okay. Here we go. 4th down and 8. 9 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. Waiting for the punt right now. We've got Tommy Townsend lined up to send this one back. Father Time, I appreciate that comment out there. There's the kick, guys. And this one goes back. So, signaled a fair catch down at the 25, maybe the 26-yard line. This will bring up a 1st down. So 1st down and 10 coming up, this time to the 25. Here we go. Bring our special teams unit out, says Dave Mash. What's going on, David? All right, guys, who will score the first touchdown today? Looks like most of y'all think that it's going to be the LA Chargers. So far, nobody has scored a touchdown at all. Terrible football, offensively speaking. Pretty solid on the defensive side, though. Sack after sack, stop after stop. The Houston Texans and the LA Chargers defenses both holding up today. These two defenses are elite. I expected this to be a defensive game. So far in this one, 2 sacks today. Joey Bosa picking one up. He did pick one up earlier, guys. He's also got 2 tackles today. 1 tackle, 1 assisted tackle. But Joey Bosa does have that sack. Now, Gilman over here has the forced fumble. He broke up that last play right there as well before the sack we saw on this last drive. And then, of course, Khalil Mack picked up that most recent sack that we just saw on that final drive. That made it a 4th down and 18. So 2 players defensively here for the LA Chargers getting big stops. Actually, we've also got an interception here from Leonard, who I don't have lined up as one of the starters, but another interception to go on there as well. So looks like, 2 sacks, an interception, and a forced fumble from this Chargers defense so far today. Pretty solid numbers for the defensive unit on the LA Chargers side. If we look at the defense here for the Houston Texans, Houston Texans only have 1 sack today. It is a split sack as Will Anderson and Folorunso Fatukasi, it looked like it was Edwards on that sack, on the joint sack. But Will Anderson Jr. does have 1 today. And looks like the 1 interception will go to Kamari Lassiter. And Lassiter was lined up over here as the strong safety, or he should be lined up as the strong safety or as one of the corners. He's definitely a member of the secondary. Let me tell you exactly where he normally sits. Kamari Lassiter, the nickel back in on that particular play. So it looks like his starting role is lined up at nickel. While we had absences earlier, he was lined up as a safety. So that explains why he's not in the starting lineup, but he is the starting nickel back for never made it as a wise man. Couldn't cut it as a poor man stealing. Sorry, Nickelback throws me back. All right, guys, these are the defensive numbers over here. We're coming back from this commercial break. It is a 1st and 10 from the 25. Let's bring up the offense. Here we go. Total offense in this game, guys, 159. You can see that this has been a very, very defensive-heavy game so far. Our next commercial break, guys. I will be reading some of the chats. So this will be your chance to chat with me. 9 minutes and 20 seconds left to go from the 25-yard line. Here's a snap and a handoff. This time it is a gain of just a yard. 2nd down coming up. This time to the 26-yard line. 2nd down and 9. LA Chargers with the football. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Here we go. So both teams have all 3 timeouts. Let's see what happens here. The goal for this weekend is to get to 25,000, guys. We are so close. First things first, we got to get to 24, though. Let's see if we can get there by the end of this live stream. Here's a man in motion right now. We do have a man on the run. Here's the snap, looking left, throwing left. The catch is made by the motion man. It'll be a loss of 3 yards on the play. A big tackle for a loss by the nickelback Kamari Lassiter once again. This time, Davis loses 3 yards on that play. This will bring up a 3rd down and 12 for the LA Chargers. Man, a great stop there defensively for the Houston Texans, and they are getting it done. Here we go, guys. 3rd down. Ooh-wee. 3rd down coming up, guys. 3rd down from the 20. It looks like the 23-yard line. We've got a man in motion. This time it is Ladd McConkey dropping back, winding up and firing. There is a connection right there with Ladd McConkey, who picks up about 17 yards. That's good for a 1st down there. Another 1st down for the LA Chargers brings us just shy of midfield. Football now up to the 42-yard line. 1st and 10 for the LA Chargers to the 42. Okay. Okay, guys. We are live, hanging out in San Antonio. If I am keeping y'all's attention still, even though there have been 0 touchdowns in this game, be sure to hit that like button. Shotgun formation from the 42-yard line. Waiting for the snap right now, the LA Chargers with the football. There's the snap and a handoff. This time, J.K. Dobbins picks up 2 yards. This brings up a 2nd down. So a 2nd down and 8 coming up right now. Football to the 44. They are about 6 yards shy of midfield. The LA Chargers with the football. More nickelback, says Tate Brown. This is how you remind me of what I really am. All right, guys. No more Nickelback. I want to be a rock star. Okay, that was the last one. No more Nickelback. Here we go, guys, from the 44-yard line. Here's the snap and a little play action on 2nd down and 8. Winds up and throws. This time the pass is broken up. Great job there by Stingley Jr. Okay, so Stingley in there to break up that pass on 2nd down and 8. The pass intended for Ladd McConkey. Great job, a diving stop. He was full stretch as he swatted that football down. This brings up a 3rd down and 8. The LA Chargers still on their own 44-yard line. Here we go. 3rd down. 3rd down and 8 from the 44. Shotgun formation, motion on the field. Here is the snap. Dropping back. Justin Herbert in trouble. Will wind up and throw before getting sacked. The pass incomplete. 4th down and 8 coming up. 4th down and 8 coming up for the LA Chargers. They will end up punting. Isaiah Berger saying, hello, Mario. What's up, Football Nation? What's up, Isaiah? I know this is a dud question, but what the heck happened to the once formidable New York Giants? Third son, the answer to that is twofold. Threefold if you really want me to answer that question for you. Here's the snap. Here is the punt. The first thing being Daniel Jones. The second one, the loss of Saquon Barkley. And the third one, they're just a bad organization right now. Wow. It does not get better than that, ladies and gentlemen. The LA Chargers on 4th down and 8 decided to punt that football from their own 44-yard line. That punt pins the Houston Texans down inside their own 1-yard line. It literally does not get better than that. Football at the 1 when we get back from this commercial break. By the way, we will have trivia at halftime, guys. The score is now 6-0. Nobody has scored a touchdown in this one. Houston wins 7-6, says Jeffrey Clark. Maybe. Okay. All right, guys. A bathroom big enough to play baseball in. That is my dream. 300-foot bathroom. Ray Zilla says this game is killing me. I feel like the LA Chargers should be winning by a lot. All right, guys. Just yes or no type. Y for yes, type N for no. Is your favorite team still in the playoffs? Yes or no? Simple one here. Is your favorite team still in the playoffs? Mine is not, guys. And that's okay. So, what does that mean? We did look at the playoff picture earlier. Why don't we talk about this now? instead of looking at the playoff picture, let's look at the draft order. The 18 teams that have been eliminated, guys, take a look at this. I'm going to step off frame here so y'all can see what's going on. Does that make sense to y'all? If you typed no and your favorite team is not in the playoffs, that means that your favorite team is on this board right here, right now. 14 teams remaining in the NFL playoffs, guys. 14 teams remaining in the NFL playoffs. That means 18 of them have already been selected for draft order. Draft order is as follows, guys. The top 9 will be Tennessee, Cleveland, New York, New England, Jacksonville, Las Vegas, New York Jets, Carolina Panthers, and New Orleans. Those are going to be the top 9 picks in the 2025 NFL Draft, which is set to happen in April and set to happen in Green Bay. The next 9 would be the Chicago Bears, the 49ers, the Dallas Cowboys, the Miami Dolphins, the Colts, the Falcons, the Cardinals, the Bengals, and the Steelers. Where is your team on this list? Just type the number. If your team is on this list, type the number. I would type number 12 because that's where my Dallas Cowboys are at. I would type number 12. Which team is yours on this list? Let me know. Very curious about the Jets to see what's going to happen. Who are they going to draft? What are they going to draft? Looks like 14 in the house. I see we've got some Colts fans, Micah and Lawrence. We've got Brent Lloyd, Cowboys. Let's go. I see you guys out there. We'll get back to this in just a second. Let's get back to the game that is at hand, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Here we go. We've got ourselves a single back formation, a possible safety situation. Here's the snap and a handoff to the running back, and it looks like Dameon Pierce gets the carry this time. No, that's Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon will pick up 6 yards from the 1. That gets us up to the 7. That brings up a 2nd down and 4. So 2nd down and 4. All right, guys. Look at that. We did get a spread right there. 2nd down and 4. I'm going to try to come back to these and see whose teams are what. And in case you guys don't know what your team is looking for in this year's draft, I've got all of that information for y'all available as well. 5:39 remaining in the first half of this game on 2nd down and 4. There's a play action on the move right now, scrambling and throwing this one away again is C.J. Stroud as he hits the cameraman on the sideline. This does bring up a 2nd down and 4. That was a 2nd down and 4, 3rd down and 4 coming up. 3rd down, and the Houston Texans facing a possible 3 and out here if they can't convert. 3rd down and 4 from the Houston Texans' own 7-yard line. Okay. It was a 4-man rush, and C.J. Stroud felt the pressure, had to get rid of the football from his own end zone. They're saying intentional grounding. I don't know if it is intentional grounding, but 3rd down and 4 coming up nevertheless. Here we go. They just need 4 yards to move the sticks, guys. Here is the snap, dropping back, looking left, throwing left, winding up. Catch is made. This time, it looks like a gain of 6 right there, and that is good for a Houston Texans. 1st down as Nico Collins gets the 1st down right there. That moves the chains, moves the sticks. 1st down for Houston. Bears are number 1. We're number 1. All right, guys. So this brings up a 1st down. We got a 1st and 10. This time the football up to the Houston Texans' 13-yard line. Come on, defense. You should have stopped that, says Micah Kimbrough. All right, guys. Single back formation from the 13. There's a snap and a handoff. This handoff goes to Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon takes that football up to about the 17-yard line. They're going to mark it down at the 16. That'll be a gain of 3. This will bring up a 2nd down and 7. So 2nd down coming up for the Houston Texans with 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. You guys still tracking? Are you guys still with me? Guys, we have not had a lot of opportunities inside the red zone. When we get to the red zone, y'all hear the red zone music happening. We have not had opportunities in the red zone, and we're still not there. We've got a 2nd down and 7. The football at the Houston Texans 16-yard line. Here is the snap for C.J. Stroud, who looks left, throws left. Catch is made by John Mechie. Mechie picks up about 8 yards on that play. That is good for a Houston Texans 1st down. 1st down, Houston. So 1st and 10 coming up from the 23 now. What's going on, Twana? John Dietz in the house. Bob in the house. John A. in the house. Zach Cohn in the house. And those of you who left the comments with the numbers, appreciate y'all. Untitled Citizen saying skull. Appreciate y'all being here, guys. Here we go. first and 10 coming up. We got a first down. First and 10 coming up for the Houston Texans. This drive so far, 5 plays, just 22 yards. Here's the snap, dropping back. CJ Stroud in the pocket, running out of time. Gets flushed out to the right. CJ Stroud will wind up and throw the pass incomplete. Second down and 10 coming up. Raj, I like where your head's at, sir. I like where your head's at. All right, guys. That pass was incomplete on first and 10. This brings up a second down and 10. Houston Texans still have the football, second and 10. Let's see if they can pick this one up. You still with me? Let's do this. 3 minutes and 26 seconds left to go, guys. 3:26 left to go. Second down and 10. Play clock down to 9 seconds. The Chargers with a 6-point lead. The Houston Texans with the football at their own 33. Here is the snap as CJ Stroud drops back. Pocket starts to collapse. A flag comes in. Throwing the football. Looks like the catch was made there by Xavier Hutchinson. Let's see what they do here. Let's find out what this flag is. Ow, my ear. Okay. EL saying liked and subscribed. Appreciate you, EL. Let's go. Boom. Fist bumps. Personal foul. Tripping on the offense. No way. Half the distance to the goal. Second down. They're going to throw a flag for tripping on this one. Oh, man. He kicked that back foot up to try and stop him. Howard going to be flagged for that. Okay, I guess that's fair. That is a fair call. That was definitely a trip. This brings up a repeat of second down, guys. So a second down and 21 coming up from the 11-yard line. CJ Stroud takes the snap after the penalty there. Stroud will look right and throw right. Catch is made on the right-hand side. Looks like Cade Stover makes the grab. And Stover picks up about 5 yards on that second down and 21. Third down and 11 now coming up. Third down, and the Houston Texans now facing a third down. Rick saying the officials be tripping. Basketball is worse. Okay, guys, here we go. As we approach the 2-minute warning, we need one more play. Third down and 16. Houston Texans with a third and extra long. And a muffed snap right there as the football goes through the hands of C.J. Stroud. Stroud will wind up and throw. The catch is made. This time across midfield. Xavier Hutchinson on the grab. A gain of 34. And a first down for the Houston Texans. First down, Houston. Dead to right. C.J. Stroud. The snap, guys, goes right through his hands. Football goes right behind him. He turns around, scrambles to pick up the ball, picks up his head, realizes he's about to be crushed. He wheels out to the right. He steps back. He throws the football, catches wide open Xavier Hutchinson, who makes the grab at the 49-yard line across midfield. 34 yards, good for a first down. And that, ladies and gentlemen, takes us to the 2-minute warning. So, I hope that was a clear explanation of what we just witnessed on this screen right now, what's happening in this game. Best play of the game by far, says David Mash. You are not wrong. In this game, guys, it has been tough sledding for both teams, neither team having hit 150 yards of offense yet. Total offense for the LA Chargers, 123 yards. Total yards of offense for the Houston Texans, 120. 3-yard difference. And this time, the Houston Texans, with their biggest play of the day, good for 34 yards, Xavier Hutchinson on his first catch. All right, guys. We did the head-to-head comparison. I said I was going to come back to this. So, again, for those of you who are out there, this is your draft order. For those of you who left the numbers out there, let's see if these numbers are still up in my comment box. They are. So, we do still have a few extra numbers coming in right now. Looks like Brent said 12. Pay me, don't delay me at number 11 with the 49ers out here. Look, T2 Cups saying number 2, a Cleveland Browns fan out there. Bears, number 10, offensive line or edge. Well, believe this or not, Rick, this is what USA Today believes the Chicago Bears need. So take a look at this over here, guys. I went the extra mile for you guys, trying to break down the predictions for all of these. I brought these up directly from USA Today Abdul Carter. There was a report today of Micah Parsons of the Dallas Cowboys saying the NFL needs to let me and Abdul Carter play on the same team. I don't think the Dallas Cowboys need another defensive edge. I think the Dallas Cowboys need to slide up and take that number 10 pick from the Chicago Bears and pick up someone like Ashton Jeanty, the running back out of Boise State, who had over 2,000 rushing yards and 3,000 all-purpose yards this year. This guy is a bad dude, man. I'm telling you right now, I would love for the Dallas Cowboys to trade up and get them. How about Kelvin Banks Jr. giving some extra protection to Brock Purdy? I like that fit there. I think Kelvin Banks is one of the best offensive tackles in all of college football, and of course they did just get eliminated yesterday. But that being said, I think there's a really good chance that he will end up being an early first-round pick. And this isn't necessarily all of them, but this is the draft order, and this is the predictions from USA Today. This is 7 through 12. 1 through 10 and 13 through 18. I've got all these stats over here for you guys. I don't have time to go through all of them right now. We are coming back from the 2-minute warning. The Houston Texans have the football. The Houston Texans at the 49-yard line, and we're going to step away from the lo-fi and go straight into the red zone music because we are in the 2-minute warning. There is the snap. There is the throw. This one is going to be incomplete. It looked like another catch and fumble, but they're going to say he did not have a chance to make a football move. The pass is incomplete, and this time it brings up a 2nd down and 10. There's the catch. Not enough to do a football move, I don't think. So this one will go down as an incomplete, although looked like a bit of a fumble to me, honestly. Scattaboo would be good anywhere, says Zach Cohn. Maybe. All right, guys, 2nd down and 10 from the 49-yard line. The Houston Texans with the football. Here is the snap out of the shotgun. C.J. Stroud dropping back. Stroud will wind up and fire. Catch is made by Nico Collins. The 20, the 15, down inside the 15 at the 12, and a big first down here for the Houston Texans. First down, Houston. 1st and 10 coming up with 1:40, and the clock is hot. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Houston Texans officially inside the red zone, down at the 12. So at the 12-yard line, the Houston Texans now have the football inside of enemy territory, inside of Chargers territory. Here we go. All right, 1st and 10. 1st and 10 coming up for the Houston Texans, who have the football. At the 12-yard line, there is the snap and a handoff to Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon will lose a yard, and this will bring up a 2nd down and 11 to the 13. 2nd down coming up for the Houston Texans. Tough sledding on the ground, guys, for both teams. LA Chargers just 35 total yards of rushing, 15 total yards of rushing for the Houston Texans. Those numbers are over there on the right-hand side. And if that looks small on your phone screen, guys, put your phone in full screen mode, turn it sideways, and you can zoom in over there on the stats. All you got to do is put your finger on the screen and zoom in. Okay. 1st and 10 becomes a 2nd down and 11. The football backed up to the 13-yard line. They can pick up a fresh new set of downs by getting to the 2. Let's see what they dial up here on 2nd down. So 2nd down and 11 to the LA Chargers 13-yard line. Houston Texans with the football. One timeout there was called by the LA Chargers, which is why we have not seen a snap since. First timeout was charged to LA. Throwing motion looks like chopping wood, says Raj. All right, guys, here we go. Shotgun formation waiting for the snap right now. C.J. Stroud takes it. C.J. Stroud will look right and fire. This one broken up on 2nd down. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 11. 3rd down coming up now. Big 3rd down coming up for the Houston Texans. Will they be able to score on this drive? We're about to find out. Throw it in the basket, says Mad Steve. I'm here, Jay Lopez. Be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't lose me, man. 3rd down and 11. Here we go. Houston Texans from the 13-yard line. Breaking the huddle right now. And a shotgun formation. Here we go, guys. Motion on the field from John Mechie. Waiting for the snap right now. C.J. Stroud takes it. Stroud will fire. Catch is made. Nico Collins in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston Texans. And just like that, guys, the Texans punch it in. Touchdown, Houston. The score is 6-6. And the extra point attempt coming up. Most of you guys were wrong today, huh? That's interesting. Okay. So, catch was made. Touchdown. 12-yard touchdown reception for Nico Collins. Extra point attempt coming up here. This will be good, and the score will be 7-6, guys. Score will be 7-6. The kick is up. The kick is good. And the Texans take the lead. And the Houston Texans will take the lead. So, anybody out there got a crystal ball, guys? Here's the first crystal ball question to y'all. We've got 58 seconds remaining in the first half of this game. The LA Chargers are about to get the football here. LA Chargers going to get the football here, and they have 2 timeouts remaining. With 2 timeouts remaining and 58 seconds on the clock, is that going to be enough time for the LA Chargers to kick a walk-off field goal here to give them the lead going into the second half or going into the halftime? My question to you, who will take the lead into the half? Will it be the Houston Texans or will it be the LA Chargers? What do you think out there? Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Football Nation. I am your host. My name is Mario Manuel. You guys can call me Mario. Of course, my Instagram is not my biggest bread and butter. My Facebook, probably the more presence I have on a digital footprint there. I'm definitely more of a Facebook guy, but if you guys want to catch me on social media and try to collaborate with me, you can reach out to me. I'm friends with some of y'all out there, like Lucinda, Disc Golf. I got you on my social media, bro. I see you guys out there each and every day, and I appreciate you guys. Here we go, y'all. Houston Texans scored the first touchdown of the game. Most of y'all believed that the LA Chargers would score the first touchdown of the game. Most of y'all said that the Houston Texans could not tie it up before half. Most of you guys are sleeping on these Houston Texans, and the Houston Texans with a beaten up, battered up, and bruised up offense, they're still getting points. What a play. They're showing that replay on that third down situation where it almost would have been a punt there for the Houston Texans on that drive to give them a 34-yard boost. Here we go, 1st and 10. All right, guys, 1st and 10. Here we go. We got an empty backfield here. Waiting for the snap right now. Justin Herbert takes it. Justin Herbert drops back. Herbert on the scramble will wind up and throw. It's broken up right there. Great coverage by the defense. No flag on this one. Stingley on the stop again. This brings up a 2nd down. 2nd down and 10 coming up for the LA Chargers. Okay. Houston is going to win this game, says Twana. Twana, am I making this up? Are you a Falcons fan? No, you're a Ravens fan. You're a Ravens fan, I believe. Either way, here we go. 2nd down and 10 from the 30-yard line, guys. Here's the snap. The LA Chargers breaking a tackle there. Winds up and throws a deep shot intended for Lad McConkey. The pass is incomplete, and this will bring up a 3rd down, guys. 3rd down and 10. Chargers needed that catch, says Micah. A big 3rd down and 10 coming up now. LA Chargers, 45 seconds left to go. Timeout has been called. The LA Chargers have 1 remaining. Of course, they didn't call the timeout after that throw, or maybe they will. Above my head, it says LA Chargers have 1 timeout remaining. There is the timeout. Even though the clock is stopped, Jim Harbaugh wants to talk about this with his guys, so they will call the timeout here. This will take us back to a quick commercial break. How many of you guys have been here before? How many of you guys have watched this channel before? How many of you guys have seen a Football Nation trivia quiz? I hope most of you guys have. I've got new questions today for the Houston Texans and the LA Chargers. A couple of ones that y'all may have seen before, but most of them should be fresh new questions for you guys. Let's see how many of y'all can get 100% right, if any. So timeout was called there. When we get back from the commercial break, it will be a 3rd down and 10, guys. We are going to have a trivia quiz for halftime. By the way, we're going to be doing some extra stuff during these championship games for the AFC and for college football and all these other things because these halftimes are getting longer and longer as the season gets closer and closer to the end. So Zach saying, I'm sure I'll be a solid 50%. Well, let's see if you can get it. Here we go, 3rd down and 10, motion on the field. Will Anderson Jr. is the man they're focusing on defensively here for the Houston Texans. They will bring on the blitz. Will Anderson getting around the end. They're chasing Herbert downfield, winds up and throws. This one will be incomplete, and that'll bring up a 4th down and 10 with 39 seconds remaining. The Houston Texans will get the football again, and they have all 3 of their timeouts. A bad drive there for the LA Chargers is starting to bring their playoff run into question. Okay. I've seen a lot of playoff games in my day, says Zoom Station. 4th down and 10. Here's the snap. There's the kick. The punt going back to the Houston Texans. Houston Texans going to let that one take a bounce. This one will be returned from about the 23-yard line. A little spin move as he gets up to about the 30, maybe the 32 right there. 32-yard line, 1st and 10 coming up for the Houston Texans. They've got 27 seconds left and 3 timeouts to at least get another 3 points, guys. Okay. Gonna scroll down, get the full play-by-play over here. To kick off this game, we had Kaimi Fairbairn kick off. That means the Chargers started with the football, and the Houston Texans will get the football to start the second half. So the Texans will get the football to start the second half. That being said, we got a 1st and 10 from the 32. Here's the snap. C.J. Stroud takes it. C.J. Stroud looks left, throws left. Catch made by Mechie on the left-hand side. He goes out of bounds, stopping the clock. 22 seconds remaining, 2 timeouts, 3 timeouts remaining for Houston. Here we go, inside the 2-minute drill. Here we go, guys. We are inside the 2-minute drill. This will probably be the final drive here of the half. Let's see how we end this half. I'm going to get back up on my feet. I don't want the energy to drop off. 22 seconds remaining in the first half of this one. 2nd down and 10. Houston Texans with the football. Shotgun formation. Here is the snap. C.J. Stroud dropping back, stepping through the pocket. Gonna scramble. C.J. Stroud, the 45, the 50, the 45, the 40, across midfield, and a big 1st down picked up. 1st down there, Houston Texans. Down by contact, big 1st down. Houston Texans, C.J. Stroud pounding on the chest after that big 1st down pickup. A 27-yard scramble there for C.J. Stroud takes them from the Houston 36 to the LA Chargers 37. 27-yard run. We are now back inside field goal range. Timeout going to be called there for the Houston Texans. 13 seconds remaining. C.J. Stroud hits the deck with both his knees. That one probably hurt. Let's see if he's okay. About time he used them legs. He almost had those legs taken out from under them. Great run by a great scramble QB. Joe Mixon trying to fire up, trying to gas up his quarterback without realizing that his quarterback now has more rushing yards than he does if you look over there on the right-hand side. All right, guys, looks like Ogunbowale going to be lined up in on this play. 13 seconds left to go. Houston Texans with the football. Houston Texans with the football at the 37-yard line. Shotgun formation, C.J. Stroud waiting for the snap. There's the snap. There's the handoff to Ogunbowale. Ogunbowale takes that football up to about the 32. Timeout going to be called right there. 2nd down and 5 coming up after the 5-yard gain by the 2nd-string running back, 3rd-string running back. Timeout taken by Houston. Timeout called. Houston Texans at home, guys. I'm telling you, man. Houston Texans looking to get more points on the board before the end of the half, and they will get the football to start the second half. 9 seconds remaining here, guys. Okay, let's see what they do. No action yet. 2nd down. 32-yard line. Football at the 32. Here's the snap. Looking right, throwing right, diving for the catch. The grab is made right there. Robert Woods gets the catch, And this will be the final timeout. First down taken by the Houston Texans. What do you do here? I say you take a shot for the end zone. It's got to be quick, too. I'd say you take one shot for the end zone, or do you what do y'all say? What do y'all think? Do you take a shot or do you kick the field goal? 6 seconds remaining at their own 23-yard line. It's not like these guys can't run a 40-yard dash in less than 4 seconds. They could get there in 2 seconds. And if the pass is complete, then the pass is complete. If it's incomplete, then it stops the clock anyways. Well, this is very different from Madden. You know you're going to get the football back to start the second half. You might as well take the easy points here. 6 seconds left to go. Lined up for a field goal, a 41-yard attempt is Kaimi Fairbairn. He's going to take that kick, and the kick will go up and be good as it hugs the inside of that left upright. That is points on the board, and the Houston Texans score again. All right, guys. Okay, guys. What's up, Ruckus? What's going on, Ruckus? The score is 10-6, Houston, with 3 seconds left to go before we go to half. All right, guys, those of you who are still with me, don't go anywhere. I want to test y'all's knowledge during the halftime report, during the trivia quiz. I want to see how many of you guys are able to get some good answers. Points are a premium, says Jerry. Okay. Good night for now, says Jeff Metterling. I will be here all day for you, ladies and gentlemen. BRB, time for a beer, says Robert. Enjoy that cerveza, sir. We are going to have halftime. We are going to do a trivia quiz. By the way, guys, tonight's game will be on Amazon Prime. If you guys do have Amazon, I'm going to ask this out of you guys. Watch the game. Watch it. If you've got Amazon Prime, watch the game. But put your phones on and have the commentary on my side as well. Try to line it up, see how much fun it is on this side when you're watching the game with Football Nation. Here we go, guys. There's the kick. We are going to get a return of 5, the 10, the 15, down at the 15-yard line, and that will take us to halftime, guys. Okay. Let's just go ahead and jump right into it then, shall we? Let's do this, guys. We've got trivia coming up right here, right now. All right, guys. I've got 10 questions for y'all. I hope you guys are able to answer some of these to the best of your ability. Let's see how many of you guys get these right today. Question number 1. Who holds the Houston Texans record, guys, for the most passing touchdowns in a single game? Is it A, Deshaun Watson? Is it B, Ryan Fitzpatrick? Or is it C, David Carr? Question number 1 right here, right now, guys. Who holds the Houston Texans record for the most passing touchdowns in a single game? The answer is B, Ryan Fitzpatrick, guys. Ryan Fitzpatrick, back in 2014, he threw 6 touchdown passes in a game against the Tennessee Titans. That is the most in franchise history. Don't sleep on Mr. Fitzpatrick. All right, guys, question number 2. Here we go. This one should be easy, guys. What is the name of the LA Chargers' current home stadium? Is it A, the Lo-Fi Stadium? Is it B, the Qualcomm Stadium? Or is it C, the SoFi Stadium? Is it A, is it B, or is it C? This should be a pretty simple, straightforward answer for you guys. Y'all should know this one. Is it A, is it B, or is it C? Looks like most of you guys are pretty confident on this one. The answer is indeed C. Congratulations, guys. It is the SoFi Stadium located in Inglewood, California. It opened back in 2020. And that's all I really have to say about it. It is shared with the LA Rams. Both of these teams play at SoFi Stadium. So I guess same situation as MetLife Stadium there for the Jets. All right, guys. Who holds the Houston Texans record for the most receiving touchdowns in a single season? Is it A, DeAndre Hopkins? Is it B, Andre Johnson? Or is it C, Brandon Cooks? What do y'all think it is? The most receiving touchdowns in a single season, guys. I will say this. Andre Johnson had 9 receiving touchdowns in a single season. DeAndre Hopkins in 2017 had 13. The answer is A, DeAndre Hopkins. He has the most receiving touchdowns in a single season for the Houston Texans. All right, guys, how we doing so far? Here comes question number 4. All right, guys, the Chargers have only ever been to 1 Super Bowl in franchise history. Who did they lose to? Who did they lose their 1 Super Bowl to? Was it A, the San Francisco 49ers? Is it B, the Dallas Cowboys? Or is it C, the Washington Redskins? I told y'all the answer to this one about 30 minutes ago. I wonder if you guys were sticking around with me. Is it A, is it B, or is it C, guys? It is A, the San Francisco 49ers, guys. That was back in 1994. Steve Young did his thing, got that win in Super Bowl 29. Brutal loss there, a brutal loss for the LA Chargers, but hey, let's not live in the past. Let's talk about something different here. All right, guys, the Houston Texans joined the NFL in 2002. Which of these iconic songs led the Billboard Hot 100 that year? Is it A, How You Remind Me by Nickelback? Is it B, Lose Yourself by Eminem? Or is it C, Hot in Here by Nelly? Which of these songs was the #1 song in America back in 2002? Guys, the answer is Hot in Here by Nelly. Yeah, the same Nelly who was in The Longest Yard, the same Nelly who has It's Getting Hot in Here. You know, y'all remember that one? Anyways, that is the correct answer. Back in 2002, that was the song. I know it's not exactly football related, but you know what? It's trivia, so let's have some fun. All right, guys. Jim Harbaugh, head coach of the LA Chargers. He played quarterback in the NFL, in case you guys did not know. But which team drafted Jim Harbaugh in 1987? Was it A, the Indianapolis Colts? Was it B, the Chicago Bears? Or was it C, the San Diego Chargers? Which team drafted Harbaugh in 1987? The answer, guys, is the Chicago Bears. The Chicago Bears drafted Jim Harbaugh in 1987, guys. They used him in the first round, 27th, 26th pick overall. Back in the day, a first-round pick. No wonder he's a good coach in the NFL. All right, guys, next question. Who holds the all-time record for the most solo tackles in franchise history? Is it A, J.J. Watt? Is it B, Brian Cushing, who I misspelled up there? Or is it C, D'Amico Ryans? All right, guys. Answer coming at you guys in just a few seconds. I gave y'all the answer not too long ago. Is it A, B, or C? The answer, believe this one or not, is actually D'Amico Ryans. You can see him standing with his hands on his hips as a coach and as a player, the exact same. Sometimes things never change, man. But anyways, not only does D'Amico Ryans, the head coach of the Houston Texans, hold the Houston Texans all-time record for the most solo tackles, he also won Defensive Rookie of the Year in 2006, the year that he got that. Here's the next question, guys. Who holds the Chargers' all-time receiving leader? Who is the Chargers' all-time receiving leader? Is it A, Keenan Allen? Is it B, Antonio Gates? Or is it C, Austin Eckler? Who has the most receiving yards out of any LA Charger player in Chargers history? Is it A, is it B, or is it C? Guys, the answer is B, Antonio Gates. Antonio Gates has the most receiving yards in Chargers franchise history with 11,841 receiving yards over his career with the Chargers from 2003 to 2018. How we doing, guys? 2 more questions. Here's question number 9. Who holds the Houston Texans record for the longest play from scrimmage? Is it A, Arian Foster? Is it B, Andre Johnson? Or is it C, Lamar Miller? Is it A, is it B, or is it C, guys? The answer coming up here in just a second. Oh, how many of you guys did I just teach a few fun facts to? I hope a couple. All right, guys, the answer to this one is Lamar Miller. Lamar Miller broke off a 97-yard touchdown run back in December of 2018 against the Tennessee Titans, guys. That run is tied for the record. That is actually the record there. I don't know why it said that. Interesting. But yeah, the answer is Lamar Miller. Here we go, guys. Next one, final question. Which Chargers player scored the most rushing touchdowns in a single season? Is it A, Austin Eckler? Is it B, Chuck Muncie? Or is it C, LaDainian Tomlinson? All right, guys, where are you at, Chargers fans? This is your chance to answer and shine. Is it A, B, or C? Who holds the Chargers franchise record for the most rushing touchdowns in a single season? The answer is LaDainian Tomlinson. Guys, it's not even close. 28 rushing touchdowns in the 2006 season. That is not just a record for the team. That is the most rushing touchdowns by any player in NFL history. The most rushing touchdowns by any player in NFL history, and he won the NFL MVP award that same year. All right, guys, that is the final question. Thank you guys so much for playing. Let me find my cursor, turn this down. All right, guys, who learned something today? How many of you guys actually learned something today for that trivia quiz? Anybody? Okay, 9 out of 10, a million bands, and fresh fielder. Fresh. All right, guys. Okay, shout out to you guys. Anybody who got 9 or more, you guys are the champions. Congratulations. Jerry got 9. Fresh Fielder got 9. Looks like a million bands also got 9. Zach Cohn was 50% today. That's okay. It happens. I hope you guys learned a little bit of something. By far my best effort. Go UK. Good to have you in here, Fresh Fielder. Shout out to you. Fist bumps. Let's go. We're still in the middle of halftime, guys. When we get back from halftime, the Houston Texans will be getting the football back. I am going to take a quick rest for my voice here since we've got 2 games today. I'm going to give you guys some fun facts right here, starting with the top 5 most common offensive formations. I know a few of you guys have probably seen this a million billion times. Either way, guys, I got to give my voice at least a minute here to recover. I will be back in just a second. Hang tight.
The shotgun formation. Typically used on passing downs like 2nd and long or 3rd and medium, and it has a lot of variations. The quarterback is 5 yards behind the center, and the running back is on either side of him. This is the single back formation. It looks like what it sounds like. The quarterback is under center, and you have a single running back directly behind him. This also has many variations. This is the pistol formation. It's like the single back formation, but the quarterback is 5 yards behind the center, so this buys time for play action plays. Here we have the I formation. It's typically used for short yardage situations. There are 2 running backs behind the quarterback. The front runner blocks and the second finds the holes. And then of course we have the empty backfield, or 5 wide. The quarterback stands in the backfield alone. Typically this is used in obvious passing down situations like 3rd and long or Hail Marys. Subscribe to my
Okay, guys. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do a quick little plug right here for something. Thanks for letting me take a second to rest my voice, guys. I do appreciate that. Couple things. If you guys want to add me on Instagram, there is my Instagram handle. If you guys want to be friends on Instagram or if you want to follow me on Facebook. Now, if you guys want to learn more about offensive formations, the most common offensive formations, I've got almost all of them listed here. It's not all of them, but this link right here, guys, is all of my So that is my offensive formation slide that I made in January of 2024. So it's been exactly 1 year since I created these slides. And on those slides, guys, I talk about, of course, the ones that you guys saw, the single back, the shotgun, the T. I haven't talked about a T formation. I didn't bring up the T formation. I didn't bring up the Wildcat formation. I also didn't bring up the Pro set. But all of those things are in there right now. Mike is saying, Mario, that was fast. It was fast, man. How about the single wing formation? I've got that listed on there as well. Pro set listed on there. The wing T formation, a double wing formation. We've got the swinging gate formation, a wishbone, and a flex bone, which we do see a lot. We do see a lot of flex bones with a single back. Well, we just call that a single back with 2 slot backs lined up in there. If you guys are interested in learning about any of that stuff, guys, I'm going to plug that in one more time. You can click on this link here, and that will take you to my website, www.footballnationusa.com. I've got a lot of information on there as well, and there are links to my socials on there if you guys want to explore that. I've got to work a little bit harder on my website, and I know that as a fact to be true. But that being said, you know, when you work a 9 to 5, you don't really have a whole lot of time to work on the website. When we go full-time on this channel, we're going to be focusing more than just on this channel. We're going to be building this brand as far as we can take it, guys. Thank you, guys, for hanging out with me. Erica Silverfox is following on Instagram. Thanks for checking in, Erica. Father Time, I like the flavored Modelo's, says flavored Modelo's. That's interesting. Remember the way we used to drill the nation with our T formations? Bear down, Chicago Bears. Nice, Rick. You already know. Yeah, we've seen a couple of T formations here today, or some variants of the T formation. With that being said, okay. We deserve it. We deserve it. Who deserves it, David? Who deserves it, David? Jordan, what's going on? Jordan saying, yo, what up? DeBoss saying 12. What up, DeBoss? Good to have DeBoss here in the house, guys. We are lined up. Should be getting lined up for kickoff here momentarily. Cameron Dicker going to send this football over to the Houston Texans. Houston Texans will have the football here to start the second half, guys. Houston Texans will have the football here to start the second half. Please spell name for your Facebook account. Says Jerry. Jerry, if you want to add me on Facebook, let's just go ahead and add the link here. All right, guys, there's the kick. We're going to start this drive on the 30-yard line. Let's refresh this page here. Okay, I might have to. Okay. All right, guys, if you're looking for it, then just if you're looking for it, type in this right here. That is my full name. Look for that, and you will probably find me on Facebook. I will be standing there wearing a black shirt that says Football Nation in front of a fountain here in San Antonio. If you're looking to add me, that's how you can do that on Facebook. Here's a snap and a handoff on 1st and 10 to open up the second half. Let's get to the action, guys. Y'all don't care about my Instagram. Y'all don't care about my Facebook. Y'all just care about these numbers right here. Y'all just care about these stats over on the right-hand side. Y'all just care about what is happening in this game. That was a 1st and 10. A handoff to Joe Mixon goes around the left-hand side. This time it is a gain of 5. This brings up a 2nd down and 5. So 2nd down now coming up right now. You're welcome. Appreciate that sports trivia, he says. 2nd down and 5. Pistol formation here. Now that you guys know what that is. Here's the snap and a handoff on the pistol. No gain. This will bring up a 2nd down, a 3rd down. 3rd down and 5 now coming up. Bringing that energy early, says Zach Cohn. Oh, don't you worry, Zach. We got a lot left in the tank right now. We've got 3 live streams tomorrow. I was telling Christina it's interesting how that works, because for the first live stream like we're in today, I'm locked in to these games, but by the time we get to the 3rd live stream, my brain is just like tired of football, and I want to read the chats more than I want to call the games, but I know I got to stay focused. So let's stay focused. 3rd down and 5. Here is the snap. CJ Stroud will wind up and throw. The catch is made. This time, Nico Collins inside the 40, inside the 30, down inside the 25 to the 24, and a big 1st down, Houston. 41-yard grab right there, Jamel Cook. My favorite team is the Dallas Cowboys. Okay, guys. So that is a big 1st down picked up right there by Nico Collins. Good for 41 yards down at the 24-yard line of the Houston Texans. And C.J. Stroud stood in the pocket and took that hit. Great shot delivered right there. Here we go. 1st and 10 coming up to the LA Chargers 24. Houston Texans, you can see the drive chart down below as that one play blew up, guys. Here's the snap to the right-hand side. This time, a snap and a throw to the right-hand side. Joe Mixon fumbles the ball. There's a flag on the play, and Joe Mixon gives up the football. And this time, it goes back to the LA Chargers, but there's a flag on the play. Let's find out what this flag is. If it's against Houston, they're going to decline. That was a fumble recovered. Holding on the offense, guys. That penalty will be declined. That'll be a first down here for the LA Chargers. First down for LA. LA Chargers get the first down. They were just outside the red zone. Joe Mixon, what a bum. Oh, man, Joe Mixon has not been the same ever since leaving Cincinnati. Rough. Try the Modelo Especial beer, Father Time. Heck yeah, says Mad Steve. Lawrence Strickland with the laughs right there. Hardy har, laugh it on up, brother. That's okay. All right, guys. That's his first lost fumble in 1,082 touches for Joe Mixon. The first lost fumble in 1,082 touches for Joe Mixon. 1,000 carries. That's 3 years, 4 years worth of carries. 4 years worth of carries. That's his first fumble in 4 years. Joe Mixon, can't believe that he did that. All right, guys, that being said, the LA Chargers not crying about this one. The LA Chargers excited over that turnover. First down for LA. First and 10 coming up from the 26-yard line. Here is the snap and a little play action. In the pocket, winding up and throwing. Catch is made by Ladd McConkey on first and 10. A gain of about 14. Flag right there for a face mask. Ladd McConkey looking for the flag. And this time it will be a first down plus 15 yards. Call that a gain of about 30 yards for the LA Chargers. That will move them to the 42 of the Houston Texans. And just like that, the LA Chargers get a huge gain. Okay, guys. Can the Texans hold the Chargers to 3 or less on this drive? Can the Texans hold the Chargers to 3 or less on this drive? Yes or no? Let's see what happens here. 42-yard line across midfield. The LA Chargers with the football in Houston territory. Single back formation waiting for the snap. CJ Stroud not on the field. We've got Justin Herbert out here. Okay, Justin Herbert from the 42 will take the snap. We'll hand that off to Gus Bus with the carry. Gets inside the 40. Gus Edwards goes down at the 38. This brings up a second down and 6 after a 4-yard gain. Second down. Okay. So a big gain there after they get the interception. A throw to Ladd McConkey goes for about 17 yards plus 15-yard penalty. Moves the football all the way up to about the 40-yard line, the 42-yard line. A 4-yard gain after that on first and 10 brings up a second down and 6, which is where we're at right now. Second down and 6. Second down and 6. Football to the Houston 38. The LA Chargers with the ball. Single back formation. Here is the snap and a handoff. This time around the right-hand side. Gus Edwards gets to the 35. So Gus Edwards gets to the 35. All right, guys. Here we go. Third down and 2. 11 minutes left to go. Shotgun formation. Motion on the field, waiting for the snap. There it is. There is the handoff on the left-hand side, and this one goes nowhere as the Texans defense gets the stop there. Azeez Al-Shaair on the stop. This will bring up a fourth down. It was a third down and 2 from the Houston 34 for the LA Chargers. And a big stop from Azeez Al-Shaair brings up a fourth down and 2. So fourth down and 2, the Houston Texans get the stop there. Here we go. 10:30 left to go in the third quarter. And it looks like fourth down and 2, they are going to go for it here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. The LA Chargers taking an unnecessary risk. Here's the snap, looking right, throwing right. The grab is made, but not enough for the first down. A gain of 1 on fourth down and 2 is a turnover on downs. And a first down here for the Houston Texans. How about that? Houston Texans will get the football back, ladies and gentlemen. They decided to go for it on the other side. LA Chargers unable to pick up that first down on that 4th down and 2 situation. That means first down for the Houston Texans as we go back to a quick commercial break. They should have just taken the points. Points are a premium. He passed it too late. I'm so happy, says Rhonda. Let's effing go Texans, says Bob S. 2 fumbles and an interception by Houston, but still leading? Yeah, I know. Better routes, guys. Come on. A dumb decision, says Zoom Station. Defense wins games. Defense wins games is what I see over there. How does this keep leaning back? I gotta fix this so that it stops happening. Let's pop this up. Ay, la concha de tu madre. Sorry. Son of a... How do I fix this arm from sliding? Okay, you know what? I'm live, so I can't be tinkering with this stuff right now. Okay, guys, we are in the middle of a commercial break. After the failed 4th down attempt, this does take us back to a commercial break, so why don't we talk about what we've seen out of these 2 teams so far. Okay, guys, this is the second half of the game. The Houston Texans have a 10-6 lead. The Houston Texans just got the football back. Offensively, guys, they're only putting up about 300 yards per game. Today, they've got about 221. With 10 minutes left to go in the third, they are on track to outpacing this number over here. When it comes to points per game, they've got 10 points in this game so far. They average 21.9. They don't need to score a lot. All they need to do is outscore their opponent. If the game were to end right here, right now, they would have the win as they've got a 10-6 lead. How about defensively? We can see some really good numbers here defensively for the Houston Texans. Normally, they give up 21.9 points per game, which is the same as what they score on average. That is what they give up. That puts them at 14th defensively. But in this game, they've managed to hold the LA Chargers to just 2 field goals. So the LA Chargers only able to score 6 in this one so far. Houston Texans offense about to take the field. CJ Stroud has completed 15 of 24 for 221 yards, 1 passing touchdown, 1 interception. He's also has some success rushing the football. Joe Mixon, not so much. Guys, Joe Mixon has run the football. You can see him right here. Joe Mixon has run the football 9 times. He has 18 rushing yards. He's averaging 2 yards per carry. Meanwhile, CJ Stroud on his 1 scramble picked up 27. It's been a much better game on the ground for CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud doing special things today. He's going to have to. If Justin Herbert loses this game, does that mean that Justin Herbert is a bust of a quarterback? That's a pretty good question right there. If Justin Herbert loses this game, will he go down as a bust? Here's the snap, guys, a little play action. Wheeling out to the left-hand side on another scramble. Number 7 will pick up 7. CJ Stroud picks some up. Let's see. If Herbert loses, will he be considered a bust? Yes or no? Just type Y for yes, type N for no. Let's bring up the drive chart once again. Okay, guys, here we go. Texans have the football. It's a 2nd down and 4. The football to the 41-yard line. So CJ Stroud will take the snap, feeling the pressure. A screenplay here will go forward. Catch is made. This time Nico Collins gets up to the 48-yard line. This does bring up a first down. First down, Houston Texans. A lot of you guys saying no. Some of you guys saying yes. No, he's not a bust. That's like saying Joe Burrow is a bust. Hey, at least Joe Burrow was able to get to a Super Bowl. So it's not exactly the same, Gabe. Karen saying no. I see your argument, Gabe. I hear what you're saying. I see what you're saying out there. But dude, it's apples and oranges, man. At least Joe Burrow is able to take his team to a Super Bowl game. They lost in that Super Bowl, but I have not seen more than an early round exit here. Here's the snap. There's the throw. The catch is made on 1st and 10. Cade Stover on the grab. A gain of 11. That's good for a first down. But I do see what you're saying because, hey, Dak Prescott has never been to a Super Bowl. Is Dak Prescott a bust? I don't want you guys to answer that because I know what the Cowboys haters are going to say. All of y'all are going to say that is a bust. 105 passing yards, Buster. 105 passing yards. Either way, first down coming up right here after that catch. CJ Stroud connecting with Stover. We are now inside of LA Chargers territory. CJ Stroud with the football here. Takes the snap from the 41. Stroud will wind up and throw. Catch is made again by Stover. Stover picks up another 7 yards, and we've got an injured player on the field. Looks like Cam Hart, the corner for the LA Chargers, is down on the field right now holding his wrist. He is holding the right wrist and down on the ground. I'm a Cowboys fan for life. Dak is a bust, says Gabe. Ooh, don't know what happened there, but he immediately grabbed for that right wrist. Immediately grabbed for that right wrist. Don't know what that was. Maybe he hit the elbow. I think that could have been friendly fire right on that plate on the inside of the wrist. So he's out there. Cam Hart is down on the field getting some attention. For those of you who don't know who that is, don't feel bad. He's this guy. He's right over here. Cam Hart, the corner, starting corner for the LA Chargers. He was on that side during the injury. He is down on the ground right now. Let's take a look. All right, guys. How about we talk about some of these other ones while we're in a quick commercial break? Now, I asked you guys, if one of your teams is over here right now, these are the top 6 draft picks for the 2024 season. Now, some of y'all might be wondering and thinking to yourselves, well, man, I don't follow college football. I don't know jack about any of those players. Well, not to fear, guys. I am here for you. This man right here, Shedeur Sanders, I got to tell you, 3,200 passing yards, 27 passing touchdowns, and only 3 interceptions in 3 games. Guys, he set the single-game record for Colorado with 510 passing yards in his college football debut. And to open up the 2024 season, Shedeur Sanders had a 445 passing yard game with 4 passing touchdowns. This could be the answer that the New York Giants need. But the New York Giants need a lot more than just a quarterback. Also, the Cleveland Browns, inside of that top pick right here, do they go with a stud wide receiver? Because we know that they've got a terrible situation in Deshaun Watson. They don't know who their quarterback is going to be. Maybe they're going to look at free agency to try to pick up a quarterback. We don't know what the Browns are going to be next season, and if Travis Hunter gets drafted by the Cleveland Browns, he'll probably be gone in like 2 years. Because that seems to be the case with the Cleveland Browns. They're in a terrible organization. But, you know, it's nice to root for the underdogs. New England Patriots, guys, they're looking for an offensive tackle. They've already picked up their quarterback, or at least they believe that they've picked up their quarterback. So an offensive tackle there to help protect him could be the situation with Will Campbell out of LSU. Will Campbell out of LSU, guys, won the Jacobs Blocking Trophy in 2024, which is an award that is given to the top linemen in the SEC. And he won that award, a split, by the way. He did split that one with Kelvin Banks, but not the point. How about Will Johnson for the Jacksonville Jaguars? Could the Jacksonville Jaguars use a corner? No, the Jacksonville Jaguars need to find a way to put up points, although they do give up a ton of points, and their secondary could use some additional support. Anyways, Las Vegas Raiders with the final pick out of these 6 teams right here. They're going to be looking at Tyrone McMillan. He set a school record for Arizona with 304 receiving yards and 4 touchdowns in the 2024 season opener. So, just looking ahead at the future, guys, here's the snap and a handoff there to Joe Mixon around the left-hand side. Joe Mixon will pick up some good yardage as we come back from this commercial break. We are hitting the midway point in the third quarter with 7:30 left to go. A big first down picked up for Joe Mixon. How many Ravens fans do we have in here? LSU top prospect wide receiver involved in a vehicular homicide resulting in a hit and run. Yeah, their running back, actually. Preston, thanks for bringing that one up. That is true. Running back, likely looking at vehicular, the hit and run situation, the hit and rugs. Here's the snap and a handoff, and Joe Mixon trying to make up for his situation where he fumbled big time. Back-to-back first down pickups for Joe Mixon, guys. That gets the football from the 29. Oh, never mind. Spoke too soon. A 13-yard gain negated by a holding call against Titus Howard, the tackle there for the Houston Texans. Houston Texans committing the penalty there. It's actually on the left guard, the former right tackle. So it's on the left guard, guys. Let's see if they can pick up the touchdown here. Okay, here we go. Houston Texans, repeat first down, 1st and 20 coming up right now. So a repeat of first down. 7:08 remaining in the first In the third quarter, 7:08 remaining in the third quarter, we've got ourselves a shotgun formation from the 24-yard line. There's the snap. C.J. Stroud in the pocket. C.J. Stroud will look right, throw right, deep shot up in the air, intercepted, and is picked off, and they're going to come back with it. This time the 20, the 25, the 30, the 35, the 40, going down at the 41, another interception. Unbelievable, guys. Another turnover there. The Houston Texans are trying to lose this game, it looks like. This time it is picked off. He would be down by contact if that's the case. That was Derwin James who got the interception there. He would be considered down by contact on that, so this would be a touchback. They are going to call a holding after the interception there, guys. Offensive holding will back them up. That should have been a touchback, but instead they're going to say that this is going to be an interception that was returned. So they're going to allow them to return that interception. I don't understand how that's not a touchback, because he did intercept the football, but he went down inside of the end zone. It's not like he picked it off clean and ran back the other way. And while he was down on the ground, he was touched by Dalton Schultz. So this should be a touchback. The football should be at the 20-yard line, and that penalty should be half the distance for the holding. So that should be a 1st and 10 from the 10. But they're not calling it that. Okay, we're still waiting to see the next play. We're still waiting to see the next play that's coming up. D'Amico Ryan's having a conversation with the line judge right now. Challenge, Mario, says John. The officials are still looking at the box right here. Let's find out where they marked this one. So the officials are going back to a quick commercial break. 30 yards plus penalty. How is that not a touchback, asks Deng. Mixon nailed a defender, says David. I don't know. Lamar or Josh Allen? All right, let's ask that. Let's go ahead and end this one. Okay, guys. Who will win MVP? At this point, we already know who it's going to really come down to. But that's the question. Is it going to be Josh Allen, guys? Or is it going to be Lamar Jackson? Who will win MVP? Who will win MVP this season, guys, for the regular season? If you guys are checking in right now, my name is Mario. You guys are watching Football Nation. I hope you guys stick around throughout this live stream. We've got action coming up in a few moments. We are in the middle of a commercial break. Above my head, I've given myself plenty of headroom while I'm sitting in this chair that is slowly sliding down. Joe Burrow for MVP, says David Mash. I don't know, man. Should be Burrow, says Dusty. Saquon Barkley is the only player outside of these two that I would think should get MVP, but hey, I don't know, man. It's not up to me. I guess it technically is up to me because it is us who vote for those guys. No, we vote for the Pro Bowl. Players vote for MVP, I think is how that works. The Irno Usman saying Action Jackson. Rhonda saying Barkley. Whatever. Says, I'd say Saquon. I meant touchback, but penalty for unnecessary roughness after the interception, says Preston. Yeah. Okay, guys, Lamar Jackson shouldn't be MVP. He has Henry with him. That's true. That has changed the entire dynamic of that team. Jim, NFL 7, saying Lamar shouldn't be MVP. He has Henry with him. Okay, Isaac Benton saying Chargers are scared at the moment. Gino saying JD5. Zoom saying if Lamar don't win this game tonight. Gabe Connor saying that Will Levis is a clown. Ooh. All right, Gabe, so let me ask you this. If that's how you feel, the Tennessee Titans get the first pick in the NFL draft. Are you going to be taking Cam Ward or are you going to take Shedeur Sanders? Which of these guys, they're showing this one again. He may not even, this may not even stand as an interception, guys. Derwin James, the football touches the ground as he uses the ground to hang on to that football. So now they are looking at this one to see if this is even going to be a standing interception. And based off of this, because he is using the ground to make the grab, this is going to be ruled an incomplete pass on 1st and 15, guys. This will be Okay, guys, I think this might go back the other way. Thanks, guys. Appreciate y'all for hitting that subscribe button. I think Houston Texans are going to be getting the football back. This will be an incomplete, guys. The Houston Texans going to get the football back, right? Hang on. What is happening here? Yes. It will be a 2nd down and 30, guys. They are going to still flag Joe Mixon for the unnecessary roughness there. What is happening? On my screen, I see a 2nd down and 30. Above my head, I see a 1st down and 10. It says the Chargers have the football. That is not what I see on the screen, guys. On my TV screen, 6 minutes and 51 seconds remaining. 2nd down and 30, Houston Texans with possession is what I see on my TV screen. I'm calling it to you the way that I see it, guys. That is the way that this channel has been. It looks like they are reversing this one. They are going to call a hold on the offense here is what the flag is going to end up being. 2nd down and 30. Here is the snap, dropping back. CJ Stroud gonna scramble. Stroud gonna give himself up at about the 33-yard line. There is another flag on this play. This time it will be a holding, and this will be a hold against the offense, a 10-yard penalty. I have not seen one of these in a long time, guys. 2nd down and 40. Second down and 40 is what I see on my TV screen right now. Going the absolute wrong way here. Oh, that is just awful news. Okay, guys. So everything has been cleaned up. We are now looking at a 2nd down and 40 situation. Houston Texans have the football at the LA Chargers 49-yard line. They started this possession. Oh, man. This has just been really, really bad. Here we go, guys. We've got a 2nd down and 40, a shotgun formation. Someone clearly offsides on that one. Winds up and throws. The pass gonna be marked incomplete as he can't hang on to it. Offsides on the defense there for the LA Chargers will be a 5-yard penalty. Repeat 2nd down. It'll now be a 2nd down and 35. So a 5-yard penalty, 2nd and 35. Okay, guys. I'm surprised the Texans are even in this, says Alex Smith. Not only are the Texans in this right now, Alex, the Texans have the lead, dude. The Houston Texans have a 4-point lead right now over the LA Chargers, and there's a chance that they will win this game. It's not over. 2nd down and 30. 2nd down and 35 is hard to say out loud. Clock has stopped with 6:17 left to go. Football at the 44-yard line. CJ Stroud on 2nd down and forever will dump that football off to Joe Mixon, who is not fumbling this time. Gets up to the 32-yard line. This will bring up a 3rd down and 22. So 3rd down, we are still 12 yards behind the sticks. They got to get to double sticks here. 3rd down and 22. Let's see what happens. All right, guys. 3rd down and 22. They want to get some field goal range right here for Kaimi Fairbairn. 5 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in this one, guys. Remaining in the 3rd quarter of this game. We've got 3 receivers left and 1 to the right. Winds up and throws. The catch is made this time. Looks like Deontay Johnson gets the carry, and Johnson will get up to the 19-yard line. This does put us inside of field goal range. This does put us inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. 4th down and 10. Okay, guys. Okay. Mario saying draft some of those 1969 into Football Nation and we'll get to 24,000. Guys, the goal for this live stream was to get to 24,000 subscribers. We are behind schedule. I'm not even worried about it, guys. I just want y'all to be entertained. I want you guys to hang around with us. And if you're feeling generous, just share this with one other person. There's the kick, guys. The kick is up. The kick is good. And the score is now 13-6 as the extra points go up right there. Field goal successful A 37-yard field goal for Kaimi Fairbairn is good. Okay. All right, guys, here we go. Here's what I want to say. Subscribers are great, man. And it's great that, we're growing on this channel. I want to hit the goal of 25,000 before the end of the football season. I really, truly believe we're going to get there. But that is not the most important part for this channel. I just want this channel to grow every way that it possibly can. Look, I'm going to say this. It is really awkward to post something on your social media page, like on your Facebook or on your Instagram or on your TikTok or on your Twitter or whatever, right? To just post it and then nobody responds at all. That always has a very low success rate. So if you guys are planning to share this, guys, I encourage y'all to share it directly with one other person. If there's someone in mind that comes to mind when you think, man, maybe my grandpa would like this color radio broadcast, or maybe my cousin who lives out somewhere super far doesn't have access to this particular game. Or maybe I know my boy doesn't have ESPN or CBS or something like that. Share this directly with that person. It will help more than you guys know. When you share on your social media feed, yeah, you do put it out there in front of a ton of people. But how many times have you seen on your social media page someone post something for another channel and you just slide right past it? Nah, man, that's not going to happen. You got to DM me for something like that. If you guys want to help out, guys, that is a great way to do so. Now, for those of you who are on this channel frequently, a shout out to all of our channel members. I still have to update this, guys, and I will make sure that it is updated before we get beyond the wild card round of the playoffs. But for those of you who are on here right now, shout out to Brandy, Denise, Felipe, Jeremy, JT, Crystal, Lou, Lorinda, Robert, and Val. Thank you for being championship channel members. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for your support on this channel, guys. I don't think y'all realize how much that helps this channel grow. Month after month, you guys are helping contribute to the success of this channel. And it's not just you guys. We've also got our touchdown channel members with Action Man, Courtney, Isaiah, Michael and Peter, and Rayzilla and Shiva. Appreciate you guys so very much for everything y'all do, man. Y'all are awesome. Much love. I feel the love, not just with this back here, but in that chat area as well. I see you guys out there. Let's get back to the action. Oh, by the way, these are all of our first down channel members as well. The Houston Texans are lined up to kick this football over to the LA Chargers. LA Chargers about to get the football back here. There is the kick. This football will be returned. The 10, the 15, the 20, the 25, shy of the 30, down at the 29. All right, welcome to the Football Nation family, says Rhonda. Appreciate that. Shout out to you, Balaton. Good to have you in here. All right, guys, we're going to step away from this. There's a lot for us to cover. We do a lot of things, of course. We break down all of the possible draft picks. We do the top players. We've got graphics on graphics on graphics on graphics. Right now, the LA Chargers are taking the field. Guys, Justin Herbert has been the better quarterback all season long. Today in this game, 114 yards. Here he is under center right now, waiting for the snap. There's the snap, a handoff to the left-hand side. No gain on this one as J.K. Dobbins is stuffed by Murray on the play. Houston Texans have a 7-point lead over the LA Chargers. It is a touchdown game, a touchdown difference between these two teams. And LA needs to find a way to score, man. LA has to find a way to score. They've given up 13 points. They've only managed to muster up 6 offensively. This just goes to show how much the absence of Joshua Palmer really means for the LA Chargers. Here we go. Motion on the field. There is the snap as Justin Herbert drops back against the 4-man rush, throws to the flat on the right-hand side, out of the backfield. The grab is made. It looks like Davis gets the football. A gain of 4 up to the 33, 3rd down and 6. Are you a size 12 or 11 Vans, Christina? Why don't you just split the difference and do 11.5? Normally for Vans, it's 12. For Converse, it's 11. Size 12, Christina. If you're out there, size 12. That's so funny. I love you. Thanks for doing the shoe shopping for me. All right, guys. Here we go. We've now got a 3rd down and 6. 3rd down coming up for the LA Chargers. Waiting for the snap right now. There is the snap. No flag for the false start. Here it is. This time he gets body slammed down to the ground. Oh, my gosh. Daughtry just slammed Justin Herbert into the ground, spiked the quarterback into the floor. That'll bring up a 4th down and 12. A loss of 6 right there as Daughtry brings down Justin Herbert. An absolute suplex right there. Here comes the punt. Oh, man. Guys, he barrel grabbed him and just judo slammed him onto the ground. That was brutal. Alex saying, Christina, would you like to know my shoe size? Anyways. Okay. She's only buying shoes for me because she's my fiance and she loves me. So, and she's out shopping, so why not? All right, guys, we just got a punt here. It looks like the LA Chargers are going to send that football back to the Houston Texans. A bad drive there for the LA Chargers. Let's go ahead and end this poll here. All right, guys, I asked at the start of the game, who will win this game? Here's a very different question. Who are you rooting for in this one? Do we have more Texas-based fans or do we have more Chargers, LA-based fans? Here's the snap, guys, on 1st and 10. With some speed and some conviction, Joe Mixon runs that football from the 37-yard line up to about the 42, so call that a gain of 5. 2nd down and 5 coming up, and I just bit my lip. Ouch. All right, guys, who are y'all rooting for? Let me know in that comment area right now. We've got a 2nd down and 5, 2 minutes left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Guys, the next game is scheduled to start at 7 o'clock. Do you know what that means? That means that if the Houston Texans win this game, we should be able to get started on time. If the Houston Texans are not able to score on this drive, we'll have a very different situation. 2nd down and 5 goes backwards back to the 42. Call that a loss of 4, and the LA Chargers defense gets a big stop right there. This will bring up a 3rd down and 9 as Joe Mixon loses 4 yards on that play. 3rd down coming up here for the Houston Texans. All right, guys, Houston Texans have the football. 3rd down and 9 coming up right now. We are 14 subscribers away, guys. If there are 14 of you out there, hit that subscribe button. That'll get us to 50. That back number right there, those last 2 numbers will end in 50, and then we can start targeting that goal of 24,000. Here we go, guys. 3rd down and 9, motion on the field. There is the snap as C.J. Stroud drops back. C.J. Stroud on 3rd down and 9 will wind up and throw. The catch is made. It is not enough for a 1st down. 4th down and 9 coming up. A big stop there. Houston Texans facing a 4th down and 3 from the 44. Y'all know what I'm about to ask, right? Go for it or nah. 4th down and 3 from the 44. Go for it or nah. 4th down and short, says David. They are on their own 44, so let's not get that twisted. Houston Texans on their own 44-yard line. They should punt. I agree with most of you guys. It is time to punt. So Houston Texans punt team is out there. They will send this one back. This one will go out of bounds right here. Let's see where the officials mark it. They're going to be marking this one generously at the 24-yard line here. I thought he would never stop running as the official marking this one down at the 24. So 3 and out versus a 3 and out. Here we go, guys. These defenses have been solid today. More so, the Houston Texans defense standing up big time. When we look at these two defenses head to head here, you can see the difference. Yards allowed per game, the Houston Texans give up 315. In this game so far, they've given up just 118 passing yards. They are on track right there. Passing yards allowed per game, the Houston Texans defense normally gives up about 200. They've given up 118 today so far. On the other side, C.J. Stroud already put up 277 against the LA Chargers. Chargers well behind schedule. Here we go. Chargers do have the football, though. Justin Herbert with the ball at the 27-yard line. Let's see what happens here. Okay, 21 seconds left to go in the third quarter. There's the snap. Justin Herbert winds up and throws. This is going to be intercepted the other way. The 30, the 20, the 10, a pick six and a touchdown for the Houston Texans. A pick six there. Wow. Wow. Pick six, ladies and gentlemen. Just like that, the Houston Texans will extend their lead. And this is a touchdown the other way. Oh, man. Just talking about those defenses, how good the Houston Texans defense has been all game long. And Justin Herbert throwing an interception for 6 points. That is why it's called a pick six. He picked it off, brought it back for 6. Touchdown, Houston. All right, Houston, we've touched down. There we go. CJ is a good QB, says Twana. The defense said, hey, hold my beer. Uneffin' believable, says Gino. Here we go, guys, from the right hash right here, the extra point attempt. There's the kick. The kick is up. The kick is good. And here we go. Wow. Okay. All right. I am about to sneeze. The Houston Texans just scored a defensive touchdown and got the extra point. It's now a 14-point game. As we approach the fourth quarter, it looks like the Houston Texans might actually advance here. Hang tight, guys. I'll be right back. All right, guys, here we go. So, by the way, guys, that is 20 unanswered points by the Houston Texans. The Houston Texans, take a look at this on the graphics side over here on the right-hand side. Look at this box score right here. I don't know why there's a 1 at the third quarter. That is the weird. What? First of all, just what? Okay, so a typo right there. Anyways, the score is 6-20, 20 unanswered points, 10 in the second quarter, 10 in the third quarter. And the Houston Texans will send this back to the LA Chargers. LA Chargers going to take the knee right here with 13 seconds left to go in this third quarter. And I think they should start to run away with this one. A lot of rebuilding, says Robert B. Chargers will lose. Blowout in the works, says Mad Steve. Mario, the Houston Texans are great. Extra point is good. Didn't see this one coming, says Council. Texans are coming to Pittsburgh, says Bob S. Maybe not. It might be the Texans who are going to end up facing the Kansas City Chiefs. Okay, guys, here we go. By the way, if Pittsburgh Steelers do end up winning, the Pittsburgh Steelers will likely be the team to go up against the Chiefs, and I'll explain all that in just a second. Here we go, 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Here's the snap out of the I formation. Gus Edwards gets the football, gets up to about the 32 before getting stopped. This should take us to the end of the third quarter. So this should take us to the end of the third, guys. Let's explain what I was just talking about here. Okay, so one of the many, many slides and things that we like to do on this channel, guys, is the playoff picture. So y'all see here, we're just going to focus on the AFC because we've got 2 AFC games happening today. AFC playoff picture, guys. The Chargers versus the Houston Texans. The Chargers are at number 6. The Chargers are at number 5. The Texans are at 4. And the winner of this game may or may not be going up against the Kansas City Chiefs. What do I mean by may or may not? Well, what happens here is that the lowest ranking team that advances will go up against the number 1 spot for the divisional round. Most people are likely leaning towards the Ravens winning. If the Ravens win, they are at number 3. And if the Buffalo Bills win, they are at number 2. So those 2 teams wouldn't be going up against the Kansas City Chiefs. They would be facing each other in the divisional. And then the winner of this game will likely end up going in here. Let's say something changes. Let's say the Pittsburgh Steelers do win against the Baltimore Ravens. Pittsburgh Steelers beat the Baltimore Ravens. They are now the lowest ranked seed. So even if the Houston Texans win this game, or if the Chargers win this game, if the Steelers win this game and the Buffalo Bills win that game, then the Steelers will end up playing Chiefs, and the winner of this one will go up against the Buffalo Bills. Let's say, for instance, that the Ravens win this game, the Texans win this game, and then the Broncos win the game against Buffalo. Broncos will then face the Kansas City Chiefs, and we'll have the Ravens versus the winner of that game. Does that make sense? Are you guys tracking? Did I make sense with that explanation? The lowest ranking team out of these teams will go up against the number one spot. The two remaining teams will go head-to-head over here. So, shout out to Daniel Morales saying Lions to win it all. There's a $5 super chat. And you know what? I saw another super chat that I didn't read earlier. So let's see if I can pull that up in my studio. I want to make sure that I always read these super chats. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, man. We've got a good live stream happening right here, right now. About 2,000 of you guys hanging out with us. Appreciate y'all being here. I hope that that makes sense. Okay, you are making much sense. Appreciate your explanations. You're very welcome. So, all right, guys. So that is the playoff picture on this side. The same thing will be true on the other side. Tomorrow there will be 3 games. We have just the 2 today. These 2 games happening today. Chargers at Texans, Steelers at Ravens. Then tomorrow, early day game, we'll have the Broncos at Bills. That will wash and settle out the AFC playoff picture. We will have these 2 games at the bottom on the right-hand side of your screen to finish off the day. All right, guys, let's get back to the action, what we got going on right here, right now. There is the snap, dropping back from the 30-yard line on 2nd down and 8. Will wind up and throw to Ladd McConkey. McConkey makes the grab to the 41-yard line, maybe the 42. That is good for a first down, LA Chargers. First down, LA. Most of us are rooting for the Houston Texans in here, 59%. What's going on, Texans fans? How y'all doing? We are live from San Antonio, Texas, right down the road for those of you who are living in H-Town. We've got ourselves a single back formation here. Motion on the field, waiting for the snap. There it is, a little play action, dropping back. Winds up and throws. Justin Herbert does connect there. Another grab made by Ladd McConkey. That is good for another first down. 1st and 10 coming up. This time to the Houston Texans 39-yard line. So first down to the 39. Okay. We are starting the 4th quarter right here, right now, guys. We got 14 minutes left to go in this football game. Let's see what happens. Here's the snap, looking right, throwing right, tipped, and it's intercepted again. The 40 on the other side, cutting back to the 30, the 20, the 10, down at the 11. A monster return again, and the Houston Texans get the football back again. Wow, Houston picking this one off. Unbelievable, guys. Wow. The best Tom saying, I just called it. You did. Cheers to you, sir. Almost a pick 6. And D'Amico Ryans was fired up on that one. Wow, guys. This time it was Stingley Jr. on the interception. 55-yard return right there as he's tackled by J.K. Dobbins. This brings up a 1st and 10. We are inside the red zone just like that. Houston Texans back inside the red zone. Here we go. 13-yard line, 1st and 10. Single back formation for C.J. Stroud. There's the snap and a handoff. Joe Mixon up the middle. Joe Mixon, a gain of 9. This will bring up a 2nd down and 1. 2nd down. Looks like someone forgot to pay the electric bill there for the LA Chargers. Lights going out right now. 2nd and 10, guys. A touchdown here would solidify the win. A touchdown here would probably solidify this win for the Houston Texans. Mind you, if we do have a big lopsided, one-sided game right here, like it's leaning in that direction, we will end this live stream at 6:30 in 15 minutes to get the 2nd live stream started, guys. We got 2 streams today. It's important that we get people in early so that when people are scrolling through YouTube, They know what's going on. And they can see, oh, hey, look, this channel's got 1,000 people watching right now, or this channel's got 2,000 people watching right now. I guess he doesn't suck. Let's check this out. I guarantee you, 90% of you guys watching this channel, that is how you decided to click this button. I'm willing to bet that 90% of you guys watching this channel right now, that is how you found Football Nation. You saw this channel had 200, 300, 2,000, 3,000 people watching, and you were like, oh, okay, well, let's check it out. Okay, guys, so no play has happened after that big first down and then the 9-yard carry for Joe Mixon. It's still a 2nd down and 1 with the football at the LA Chargers 4-yard line. 13:02 remaining right now. Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Country Kisses, what's going on? Welcome, girl. Good to have you in here. Man, my girl, Country Kisses, checking in. Let's go, girl. Appreciate you. 2nd down coming up right now. 2nd down and 1. Houston Texans with a 14-point lead with the football inside the red zone. A little play action as C.J. Stroud gets wrapped up and dropped by the defense there. A good stop by the LA Chargers as Khalil Mack picks up another one. That is Khalil Mack's 2nd sack of the day against C.J. Stroud. This will bring up a 3rd down and 9. 3rd down coming up. 3rd down coming up here for the Houston Texans. So the Houston Texans now have a 3rd down. C saying, I was just looking for an alternative to chat sports. Bro, I'm glad I can be that alternative for you. Thanks for checking in, C. All right, guys, we've got ourselves a shotgun formation. 12-yard line. I'm going to plant my feet. I've been doing a lot of rocking back and forth. Here's the snap in the pocket. C.J. Stroud looking left, throwing left. The pass is incomplete on 3rd down and 9, so a 4th down will come up. And the field goal unit for Houston going to come out here to kick a field goal. I'm going to mute my microphone for... Okay, here we go, guys. Kaimi Fairbairn, a 30-yard field goal attempt coming up right here to knock this one back and put some points on the board. From the left hash, a 30-yard field goal attempt. Waiting for the snap. There's the snap. The hold is good. The kick is up. The kick is good. And we got some points. All right, guys, points on the board right now. The score is now 23-6. Still clinched, says Brian Pease. Well, thank you, Rick. Rick saying, I subscribed because you are the best. We try to be, man. We strive to be the best. This game is over, says Lawrence. What do we think, guys? It's still a 2-possession game, mind you. It was a 14-point game. It's now a 17-point game. No, it's a 3-possession game. It's a 3-possession game, guys. Is this game basically over? Yes or no? Okay, guys, is this game basically over? Yes or no? I don't know, man. Chargers fans hoping to stick around. They're going to keep their fingers crossed that their LA Chargers are going to come back to win this one. But let's be real, guys. With 12 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter of this game, I don't see this one being successful for the LA Chargers. Anything is possible, though. Henry saying, no, not the case. Glock, I'm sorry you feel that way. I feel differently, actually. Appreciate your feedback, but we're going to continue doing what we've been doing in order to get us to 24,000 subscribers, and that is continuing to do that. Anyways, I do appreciate you guys. I want to keep things fresh. Let's see. I am strictly a Chiefs fan, and I cheer for the other teams because football is just so freaking fun, and I love it, says Rhonda. Rhonda, thank you for checking in right now. Thank you. So nice. I appreciate the feedback there as well. Yeah, the last quarter, half got away from Harbaugh. Yeah, it's been kind of rough right now. Looks like Harbaugh is out, bro. I'm with you, Carol. Carol Montoya, thanks for checking in, Miss Montoya. We got Duff in the house as well. Shout out to all of you guys with those green names and those little stars next to your names. Very soothing, says Cool. Cool, it's called lo-fi. Spelled like this. I use this for my study music, and that's actually what I hear in my headphones. Now, I can turn it down a little bit just to kind of add the adjustment there, but we like to keep a little class on this channel, right? I know it's the same song over and over again, but the point that I'm trying to make is that right now we're in a commercial break, and it is a stark contrast from when we are inside the red zone. I'm going to let you listen to the red zone music for just a second so you can hear the difference here. When we get inside the red zone, we get pumped. It's a very different feeling inside the red zone. Can you hear that music? Turn it all the way up. Put that phone next to your ear. Oh, yeah, you can hear that music, right? Big difference, man. Anyways, we are not inside the red zone. The Houston Texans will be kicking this football back. Houston Texans will be kicking back to the LA Chargers. This is just a mental reminder for myself to not blow out my larynx in the middle of a game when we are not even inside the red zone. I do a little trolling, says Dom. Hey, man, eso pasa. Dominator, an interesting way to spell Dominator. Live and direct from Starbase, Texas. What's up, Neto? Neto Lascanso. ¿Qué onda, papá? Here we go, guys. A 1st and 10 coming up from the 30-yard line after the kickoff there. LA Chargers need an answer here. If they do not score points on this drive, this game will be over. Effective immediately. Here we go. Here's the snap. No, not effective immediately, but my gosh, in came the blitz. And just like that, holy smokes. Will Anderson Jr. off the right side. Normally, he's lined up as the left defensive end. He was lined up on the right side there, and he got to him quickly. A blitz right there and a sack for Will Anderson Jr. A loss of 7. 2nd down and 17 for the LA Chargers. That backs them up to their own 23. Here is the snap. The pressure coming in again. And another bag back-to-back. I guess the reminder didn't really help. Back-to-back sacks right now as Edwards gets in on this one. Back-to-back sacks there brings up a 3rd down and 26, and the Houston Texans defense not giving up anything. That was a 4-man rush, and my gosh, Edwards just ripped through that line. Here we go. 3rd down and 6 coming up for the LA Chargers. LA Chargers last gasp here. There's the snap. Stepping up, will wind up and fire. A grab is made, and this time it's off to the races. The 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. End zone, touchdown, 74 yards. And that is a touchdown there for Ladd McConkey. Whoa. Wow. 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 Holy smokes. You went from back-to-back sacks to giving up a 75-yard touchdown. Unbelievable, but that's just how it goes. That was a perfect throw in between the hashes, guys. Holy smokes. We're 42 subscribers away from getting to 24,000. I think we can get there, y'all. I think we can get there. Here comes the extra point attempt. The kick is up. The kick is blocked, and it will be swatted down to the ground. It is blocked, and it's going to be returned. No way. You have got to be kidding me. That kick, extra point, was blocked and returned for the extra point the other way for Houston. Wait a second. Wait, what? Wow. It looked like that. That's 2 points, guys, for the Houston Texans. The extra point attempt. The kick was blocked, and it ends up being batted down. Wait a second. How does that count as a 2-point conversion? If it was blocked and never crossed the line of scrimmage, the blocked kick ends up being brought back for 2 points. And instead, it's a 2-point conversion there in favor for the Houston Texans. And the Houston Texans get 2 points back, guys. Wow. Okay. So once that kick is blocked, if it never crosses that line of scrimmage, it becomes a 2-point conversion. because the defense tried to touch it. And so it was touched by, or the kicking team tried to touch it, which would be them trying to recover their own kick. They touched the football, and it goes into the hands of the Houston Texans. Houston Texans bring that football back. And that's a 2-point success there for the Houston Texans. There we go, guys. It is now a 13-point game. 2 points, people, says Duff. 2 points. I don't know if I've ever seen anything like that before. I don't know if I have either, to be quite honest, Country Kisses. But hey, love seeing it. Does Houston still get the football? No. Yes, they would. Yeah, they would. So, again, this is what happened. Houston, hands up, blocked the punt. You can imagine the blocked punt. Boom. Football goes up in the air. It never crosses the line of scrimmage. This now becomes a 2-point conversion. They have a chance. Chargers have a chance to grab the football and take it for 2 points. They could do that if they wanted to. Instead, the Houston Texans get the football and run it all the way back for 2 points the other way. They pick up 2 points there. That was on the extra point attempt / 2-point conversion attempt. So the Chargers did score the touchdown, but the Houston Texans got the 2 points on that, and they get the football back since the Chargers scored the touchdown. So the score is now 12-25. Houston Texans with a 13-point lead. It's still a 2-possession game with 10:38. Guys, this game's not over, man. I really hope you like the shoes I picked, says Christina. You know me, babe. I'm a minimalist. I like not necessarily the most flashiest things. That's why I like Vans. The ear nose says, bro, I leave for 5 minutes and this happens. It sure does. Chargers are match fixing. Game over, says Wolfie. What's going on, Wolfie? I see you out there. Nice. The wolf in a tuxedo. It's dead when it hits the ground? Question mark. That's what I thought too, Blaine. So that's what I thought too. But the football, I guess, never really crossed that line of scrimmage. It should, and I was confused by that too because the football hit the ground, Blaine. And I'm with you, bro. I initially thought that football was blocked and it was dead when it hit the ground because the kicker purposely swatted that football down to the ground. But I guess that's not the case right now. I'm going to brush up on that rule so I have the answers for you guys next time we see something like this happen. That is the first time I've ever seen anything like that happen. It was an extra point attempt, but it was brought back for 2. So, interesting. All right, guys, there is the kick. This one going back to the Houston Texans. We are now 38 subscribers away from getting to 24,000, guys. Here we go. We get the return up to the 26-yard line. Those of you watching, I'm going to do my very best to try and convince y'all to join the Football Nation side. 582 likes. We're also 18 likes away from 600. Let's see what we can do on this live stream. Appreciate you guys watching. Here we go. 1st and 10 coming up now. Houston Texans with the football at their own 26-yard line. They're talking about it. So apparently it was still a live ball there. Here we go, guys. Under center. We're moving on from that interesting punt situation, the extra field goal, the extra point attempt situation. Here's the throw to the right-hand side as Cade Stover makes the grab, gets up to the 31. Gifting 5 Football Nation memberships is our boy Daniel Morales. Appreciate you, Daniel. Let's go. Daniel Morales has gifted memberships too. Looks like Stephen Pope. Sean Davis with the Eagles logo there. Castle, Mafia getting one. And Trina Dixon. Appreciate you, Trina. Thanks for watching this live stream, guys. Shout out to our boy Daniel Morales gifting out Football Nation memberships. You guys get to see some of the behind-the-scenes content. 2nd down and 5 coming up here, guys. Here we go. 2nd down for the Houston Texans. Here's the snap and a handoff. This time, Joe Mixon looking shifty. Joe Mixon gets up to about the 38. This brings up a 1st down right there. A gain of 7 on 2nd down and 5 brings up a Houston Texans 1st down. 1st down for Houston. They're going to milk this clock, guys. We got 9 minutes left to go in this one. Great game, says Mad Steve. And we're close to the end of it, guys. So I'm going to give this one a few more minutes. We are going to end this live stream early, more than likely, unless the Chargers do something special here. But we are probably going to end this live stream just a little bit early and finish this live stream during the next game. Here's the snap and a handoff to the right-hand side. Scrambling around the right-hand side is Joe Mixon. Mixon gets that football up to about the 45, maybe the 46-yard line. That should be good for a first down right there. That was a first down. 1st and 10 to the 38. That brings up a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3 to the 45. And Jim Harbaugh trying to fire up his team right now. It's not over. It's a 13-point game. They need to stop right now. We've got a 2nd down and 4 coming up here for the Houston Texans. 8 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. The clock is hot. We've got ourselves a single back formation for Houston at their own 45. Here's the snap and a handoff. This time Joe Mixon gets the football. Joe Mixon takes this one up to about the 47. This will bring up a 3rd down and 1. 3rd down. Okay. It's not over till it's over. We got a 3rd down and 1. Okay, 7.5 minutes left to go here, guys. 7.5 minutes. Disney Plus equals ESPN is playing the Ravens game. This game is expected to actually be on Amazon, guys. This game will be on Amazon. Here's the snap and the handoff. This time it will be a 1st down pickup there for Joe Mixon on 3rd down and 1. 1st down picked up right there. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the next game will be on Amazon. Don't get it twisted. I don't know if it's going to be on ESPN. Fred saying that the game is going to be on ESPN. I know for a fact that this game will be on Amazon. The next game will be on Amazon. I don't know if it's going to be on ESPN. All right, guys, here we go. 1st and 10 coming up right now. 1st and 10 coming up right here, right now for the Houston Texans with 7 minutes left to go. Houston going to try to milk this clock. That is going to be a snap and a handoff to the right-hand side. Joe Mixon will pick up 2 yards. This brings up a 2nd down. So 2nd down and 8 coming up. Hit my 70, says Robert. Don't own a TV, says Neil. No worries, bro. I'm here for you. Watching it on Mexicali on Disney Plus equals ESPN, different platform, I guess, says, yeah, probably, possibly. Okay, guys. Chargers were favored 2.5 points. They sure were, guy. Oh, my gosh. Rhonda saying, bomb, bomb, bomb. Hands up, fist bump, and fire. Let's go, Rhonda. 2nd down and 8 coming up. 6:22 remaining, guys. 6:20 remaining in this one. Here is the snap out of the single back formation. Another handoff. We'll go backwards this time, bringing up a 3rd down and 10. Clock will continue to tick. LA Chargers, guys, on defense. Houston Texans with the football. Spread is 7.5 Chargers. I actually have the spread at the bottom of the screen scrolling by for you guys. Depending on where you get your spreads from, this spread is scrolling by at the bottom of the screen, guys. Houston Texans were 2.5-point underdogs coming into this one, according to CBS. Here we go. 3rd down and 10. Here's the snap. C.J. Stroud going to have to scramble on 3rd down. C.J. Stroud going to give himself up. Does he pick up the 1st down? He's pointing to it. Looks like they're going to mark him down short. 4th down and 1 coming up for the Houston Texans. Amazon dipping their fingers in the NFL honeypot, says Richard. Hey, the NFL's got a deep well. C.J. Stroud gets his hand down. That football should be at a 1st down marker right there. This should be enough for a 1st down, but let's see where the officials mark this one. C.J. Stroud stretched for it. I think he got it. Okay. Don't like where they marked that football. Either way, 4th down and 1. Timeout going to be called right here. 4:48 remaining. 4:48 remaining, guys. Here we go. I think C.J. Stroud got it. I think they're marking this one too short. I think this one is going to be challenged. A $2 super chat from Lawrence Strickland. Appreciate you, Lawrence. I'm going to ask the vast majority of you guys here. Those of y'all watching this live stream, I need your opinion. I'm going to keep this poll up for 5 minutes, not a minute longer. Should we... So question to you guys, should we finish this game on the next live stream or finish it now? Okay, guys, here we go. I'm going to leave it up to you guys. Of course, either way, I will be finishing this one. The challenge was unsuccessful, guys. The call does stand. This does bring up a 4th down here for the Houston Texans. Again, if you guys want your vote to count, you've got 5 minutes to cast your vote. If in 5 minutes we are leaning towards let's move on, we will move on to the next live stream. And if in 5 minutes we are sitting at let's finish it here and now, we will finish it here and now. We've got 4 minutes and 48 seconds left to go in this football game. I've got 6:35 on my clock. At 6:40, if a decision... At 6:40, we're going to make a choice, guys. At 6:40, we are going to make a choice. Okay. We've got a 4th down and 1. A 4th down and inches really coming up right now, guys, from the 37-yard line. Houston Texans with the football. All they need is to pick this 1st down up, and that really should be it. We are going to finish this live stream, guys. Regardless of what happens, don't worry. All you got to do is subscribe to my YouTube channel, go to the next game, and I will have these exact same graphics, this exact same everything up for you guys. I promise I'm going to finish this game. But whether or not I finish it on this current live stream, or if we end the live stream and move on to the next one to try to bring in as many people as we can, it really comes down to more of like just a decision based off of what's going to work best for this channel. In the meantime, I'm going to start making some changes to my graphics either way. We've got a 1st down after that 1st down pickup there for the Houston Texans. That is a 1st down, and this time it's going to be a handoff to the left-hand side. Joe Mixon with the stiff arm takes this one up to the 25, guys. I don't see any reason to stick around the way that this game is going. So we just covered the Houston Texans. Ravens are going to be at home. Let's do Ravens stats. Ravens offense as well. Ravens offense and Ravens defense. Ravens offense. Ravens defense. Got the away team. We've got the Steelers offense. Steelers stats. Start with Steelers stats. Steelers offense. Steelers defense. Let's go ahead and plug that one in. Trying to get all of our graphics put in place, guys. Again, it is Muhammad all me. I do this by myself. No additional help, so we're doing this in real time, guys. We are making these changes in real time. For what you guys see, it looks like no changes are happening, but I am making changes on the back end, and I will show you the changes that I am making in just a moment. Got to make sure I plug in the trivia quiz as well for the Steelers and the Ravens. Trivia quiz. Okay. All right, guys, they're showing Joe Mixon going out of bounds just a little bit shy of where he was projected to go, or marked out of bounds at. That football, I don't know. Okay. All right, let me show you guys the changes that I made. It's nothing, obviously, to these graphics right here, and we've got about 2 minutes. It looks like y'all are leaning towards let's move on. But we did make the changes to bring up the Baltimore Ravens depth charts and, of course, the Ravens stats. We've already got the Steelers stats and all of this brought up, guys. We've got the head-to-head comparison. None of that's really going to change. What is going to change is this backdrop right here, guys. 4 minutes left to go in this one. I think we have reached a conclusion, guys. I'm going to go ahead and end this live stream. Please check out my YouTube channel to find out Here, I'm going to go ahead and plug it in right now. Let's just go ahead and plug it in. YouTube.com. Let's go to my YouTube channel. We're going to go to Football Nation, and I'm going to show you guys what we're going to do here. So we got another live coming up right after this. All right, guys, if y'all want to catch the next live stream with me, if you guys want to catch the next live stream with me, I want you guys to click on this link. I will be live in 30 seconds, guys. Here we go, guys. Go ahead and click on that link. I am spamming my own spot, and we are going to move on. It's been a pleasure covering this game, guys. We're moving on to the next one. Love you guys. We will be live in 30 seconds. Peace out.